Okay. Welcome guys. Let me know if you can hear my voice. So I'm trying something a little bit different here, in that it's boiling hot, like stupidly hot. So instead of closing all the doors and all the windows and all that stuff, yada yada yada, I'm gonna turn the gain on my mic way up and just talk a little bit quieter and just try to be a bit calmer. Because I think I prefer how I sound when I talk, like, so to speak, normally anyway. So we'll see how long that lasts. Being low energy for long periods of time is difficult for me. But yeah, we'll see. Can you guys hear the game? I want you to be able to hear the Stellaris background song and everything like that really well. What does Dick in the title mean? Okay, so in this game they name all of their major patches after significant influences on them as far as sci-fi authors are concerned. It's like we've had, what have they done in the past? They've done Clark. Did they do Hayes? They did Nguyen. I think Nguyen was when I was like joining on. They've done loads of them. Loads and loads and loads. Heinlein. I think Heinlein was the patch series that I was originally on. And anyway, we're into the Dick series. Now that Nemesis is out, they kind of changed the sci-fi author name. And usually it's like related. So the Le Guin series of patches were all around when they reworked the way that planets worked, and it's because they really liked her work with depictions of alien worlds and stuff, if I remember rightly. My trivia there is, the spirit is correct, the details may not be. Doesn't that really sum the stream up? So yeah. WP said Pog is dead. I explained this to a friend of mine. I said, if you're going to rebel against language, one of the, as like an old curmudgeon-y grumpy bastard, one of the only things you can do is like adopt the language as well as you possibly can, and in that way you can kill it. You know, if a bunch of children see their parents on Facebook, they won't want to be on Facebook anymore. I mean, to a certain degree, Facebook's resisted that, but the principle works, right? If you start using all their language, I fear it's too late as far as Twitch culture is. It's not necessarily a generational divide. It could be any kind of divide you like. If there's an us and them, and you want to take some language out, just use it as much as possible. Right, let's, if people see people that they don't respect as equals using it, basically. Let's shave this crop just a little bit so it looks as good as possible. So what I'm doing on today's stream is something I kind of wanted to do on the LP. Which is, I like having the, see, I think that the vanilla UI should have this. As far as I know, on vanilla modding you can't do this, but I think that, you know, your leader should be on screen, and like the kind of city that you came from, your homeworld or whatever. I really like that, so I've just nabbed that. It's easy to do on OBS. It was in the context of the Stellaris LP as I did it last year or 2 years ago. When exactly was it? Was it last year? It was last year. It was a little bit it was something I didn't do. I guess I just was trying to churn the videos out faster. But yeah, I'll do it here. Should be pretty cool. Let's get in game. And I got a nice big bottle of water, mug of coffee. I've been really looking forward to playing this, by the way. So, apparently I'm not saving to the cloud. It used to be that you couldn't trigger an Iron Man save if you didn't have cloud saving on. So I don't know whether I'm actually achievement compatible anymore, because I'm not in the cloud. But I think I am. There is a mod. There are a couple of little mods on actually today. Nothing that affects gameplay or affects like the checksum or anything like that. Let me move this over to the other monitor. What I'm doing is just a couple of like UI tweaks. So for example, when we go back to our Empire capital, Gork, you'll see that the UI, we have a bigger planet view now, which you might think, well, that's a bit useless, but to me that's the flavor, and I really like stuff like this. What you'll also realize, let's go to say Squeak. Okay, so Squeak is its own planet, right? We've returned to an arid world. This is the Doomsday planet. Anyway, can you see how much space there is in the skybox here? If we were orbiting like a gas giant, or if we had a massive moon, the game actually does dynamically update the art to show that here. And also, the size of your cities, as your population increases, the cities grow. Or as you get bombarded when you were in naval wars, which hopefully we'll see on today's stream, as you get bombarded, you see the cities get destroyed and stuff. So there is actually a lot of flavorful stuff going on that most people never realize. Obviously, the species that you have, your governor is going to appear there as well. So yeah, I believe in emphasizing that. And again, the Grim patches that I mentioned with all the planetary reworks and all that stuff, I actually kind of don't like much, because it made the game a bit impenetrable. And a bit cold and a bit, you know. There's another mod you could do as well, which changes the color of the building slots here, but I'm not going to bother with that. I didn't want to load too many of them on. What else did I do? I put a wider tooltip mod on. So like, for example, there you see it says locked building slot, and I can read fully left to right instead of it stopping in the middle and then creating a new row, because, you know, I play at 256, so by 1440. There are some ways to like scale the UI to look a little bit better as well, but I don't know. I'll leave those for now. Another thing I'd love to have emphasized is this, the top left. This is our Empire's icon, and I think that a cool UI mod, like, I really want to make a roleplay immersion mod for the UI. I really do. It's just very, very difficult, but I would love this button to be much bigger. I'd love it to come out right more, so that you can kind of tell what playthrough are we on, what file are we on, you know, how do people feel a bit different. So there are icons underneath my UI here. I don't think they're icons you will ever care about for watching the stream. Certainly not with my playstyle. I hardly ever use them anyway. So it should be fine down there. I think it should be fine. And hopefully just a little bit more entertaining for you all. Okay, what do we have here? What is this notification? Oh, it's that there's a precursor civilization here, isn't it? Isn't that what they were doing? I think. Tulip, hold on, let me change my second monitor here so that I can actually see you guys a little bit better. Sorry, I'm mouse off of the client right now. Tulip says, can't wait for clueless Twitter warriors calling developers immature for this patch. No, I think everyone's fine with that. Oh no, I was going to read a different message of yours. So I've been playing through Winds of Change over the last few days. I just saved the Tengu from the Ministry about an hour ago. So this playthrough is basically from that future, right? I like that idea. I like the idea that, yeah. I mean, the whole Tyrion mod pack thing that I've got going on and that I do want to do the next series on, I think it's really, really, really fascinating. And it's a cool idea that maybe the Guild Wars races would make it to space in the end. So hi, hope you're doing well. Thanks very much. But I am. I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm of what we're doing here. So let's check out our situation log. So we have a bunch of anomalies. There was a crashed starship. Fossil. These are archaeological projects. We have 2 aliens we're trying to communicate with. Now, I read a thread on the Steam forums a couple of nights ago where someone was very critical of these changes, said that they still happen too fast. And I noticed that there has been a mod on the workshop that makes this take even longer than it currently does. So, fingers crossed we'll have a good experience. So far, I have. Oh, this is just surveying habitable worlds. That's what this is. Probably, anyway. Question is, what do we want our science ships doing? This guy's kind of wasting time, right? He's just going back home. So what skill is the scientist in this ship? He's level 1. Meanwhile, the skill on this guy, this is Monen. Monen here is level 5. But this is where aliens are. So I think we'll let Monen finish surveying this, which is what he's doing. We'll bring our construction ship over to him, which is what he's doing. And what we're going to do is swap the science ships. This guy who's only level 1, when he gets back to our like core sector or whatever you want to call it, he's going to start expanding and surveying nearby systems, while this guy, he's going to start doing some proper research. He's going to get these archaeological sites done and these digs and so on. And that's all while our envoys are trying to learn how to communicate. So that'll be quite nice. Beepers, this was our 3rd planet. Well, we're in orbit here, but I don't see it in the sky. There's a guy on the workshop called Corsair Mark, and all of his mods are amazing. They're all about like restoring cut content, tweaking content that you didn't know was like damaged. He's brilliant. He makes exactly the kind of mods I like. His whole view about like building on the game is perfect. Oh god, the trail goes cold. We've caught neither sight nor sound of the Delta Menace for some time now. Our researchers find that they have little information to go on and worry that the trail may have gone cold. Damn, so we lost some insights there. It really sucks that envoys can't be leveled and don't act like regular leaders. I would love to see them do a patch like that. A patch that makes them proper leaders, like, and tie it to like religion or internal politics or something. I don't know. And you can have like a special kind of envoy that's a missionary sort of thing. If you're a spiritualist empire and you want to spread your beliefs about the galaxy. A colossal impact crater that hints at something big collided with the surface of this planet once. That's this planet here. This is actually easy, but I just want him out to go do the other jobs for now, so we'll leave that. We won't bother with this anomaly. I mean, later maybe we can play around with it. Did I add any other patches? There is another mod I did. I was reading a lot about mods, basically, but I didn't really do much more than that. This is another Savannah world. Is this what we're en route to colonizing? Or is it... No, we're already actually... so we could colonize this once we gain the territory. So this is actually going to be a really good system for us. Because it's going to be a choke point against these guys who we saw here. Now, they've not claimed this, but we did see them. And you'll see there's the Gamma Menace question mark here as well. Look, they're actually inhabiting. They're living on this planet. So this is quite interesting. Before, on my first contact mod, if you hadn't established communications... there was a really weird thing where, like, you weren't supposed to know about them, but because of the Planetary rework, you could know about them by, like, physically looking on the client at their planet, and it was kind of cool, but it was kind of inconsistent. I didn't really know how I felt about it. Looks like Paradox has ironed that out, but maybe if I moved a ship there, we'd actually see a lot closer what's going on. So, yeah, this is a rush system right now. We definitely want the planet. And we definitely, if we can get to React as well, so we've got a bit of a buffer, that would be even better. We can build some kind of big starbase over here and defend ourselves. But you might find a construction ship comes in here pretty soon. I could actually park my navy over there just so that we can see if you guys would like. So they can stop escorting. They'll move on. And these guys can be basically like, oh, you know, we could even split these guys. Have two of them stay. And have just this lone guy go, and he'll help us detect any kind of fleet movements while we're in there. You need a science ship to scout out through the fog of war first, and then your military vessels can do stuff like this, which is nice. I don't actually have a general right now. If there was any kind of conflict that might happen, I think we'd just get blown up. I am going to recruit a general though. But what we'll do is we'll put him not in the Wretched Armada, we'll put him in the Troubled Armada. These guys. Oh, they already have one. Oh, no. It automatically... Oh, as soon as I hired him, they went into the biggest fleet. Okay, so Discovery. Research station output, starbase construction, research, or alternatives and scientist level cap. So these are actually both good. I'm going to go for research alternatives first of all. What that means is whenever we pull a new card from the research tree, we'll get another choice. And so that gives me a little bit more control, and it basically eliminates some of the RNG. Okay, so now that he's done, we can have him excavate. Okay, research that anomaly. And then research that anomaly. Oh, shit. I never held shift. Whoops. Okay, research both of those. And then start excavating over there. How about that? Oh, wait. Start at Sargas. Research this anomaly first. So, oh, and then there's this one as well. Let's cancel that. Let's cancel all those actions. Okay, you are going to first go to Sargas. Figure out what was going on there. Then Bivum. Then Sabik. Shit, not that one. How do I cancel? God damn it. Sargass, Bivum, you, and then finally start excavating, okay? You're going to be on the payroll for at least a year with that. At least a year. A lot longer before it even gets to the excavating. But that's nice. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Now, this has been categorized as a refinery world because what I've mostly been building... Much of the planetary surface is covered in a vast network of pipes, refineries, and distilleries. Try not to inhale too deeply. And the reason for that is because I gave them industrial districts and mining districts, I guess, but probably industrial districts more than anything else. So let's see. We are still only generating 2 consumer goods every month. So I'm going to go with another industrial district. And because this has become a refinery world, you'll see that we actually... What does that mean? Refinery upkeep minus 10%. I see. Translucer, chemists. Oh, I guess those are all the jobs of the people that live in a place like this in an industrial world, in an industrial district. Okay, so basically all that stuff is better. There's also better chemical plants and crystal plant stuff. Is that not rare resources, which I don't have? Anyway. Meanwhile... Oh, this planet actually lacks housing. Never mind. I need to build them a city to live in. I never made them a city just yet, so let's do that. With little housing, the stability is going to start dropping. I think that's the main thing it will get affected by. Also, does a city district count as housing? I think it does, yeah. Right, now let's go over here. So this is the new place. This is this moon that we've colonized. Yeah, Corsair Marks mod might be required to get the planet in the sky there. I think in vanilla it only works for certain categories. Okay, so what kind of stuff do we want these guys building? Well, I guess I'll just make them a city... Well, is that smart? Let's get some mining going. Let's put some mining on this moon. And then what I'd like to do as well... Do you know what I really want? I want when I zoom into a planet there to be a nice offset to the left or the right, the camera, so that I can have the UI on the left and the planet on the right, you know? It'd be cool if the camera moved slightly to the left. Then I could get it all. I could get the appearance of what I'm working on, rendered in engine, and I can get all the UI. That would be perfect. But right now it's kind of an ugly thing where I just throw the UI in front of it. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of stability here. We really don't have many decisions to make there. Just give them something to work on, and away they go. Any tips, by the way, guys? Let me have them. We don't really need to clear any of this yet. We could clear the radiation zone on the planet. What that would open up is a mining district. That would unblock some submerged ore veins. Look at that. So hold on. There's a radiation zone over a bunch of submerged ore. It's quite interesting. But yeah, I'll leave that for now. Oh shit. Okay, our construction ship is here. So let's get the construction ship building. So we'll get this outpost. And then what I'm going to do immediately afterwards is I'm going to try and grab this one. If I can. But you see this? They're surveying. They're a little bit slower to survey than me. So their science ship here is going to go the whole way through, and then it's going to build a construction ship. You know, there's a lot of AI mods for the game. I always thought one thing that an AI mod should do is have construction ships auto-follow science ships. If you're the AI, just spit out a construction ship and have it follow, so that they're always much more efficient at taking territory, if that makes sense. Because I think a really efficient player will do that, you know. An efficient player is going to get the construction ship ready. Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe that breaks down as soon as the actual dynamics of real play begin to occur. But yeah, this is cool. This is kind of what my mod did. It allowed you to see on the bottom left, you see it says Alien Menace, and we get this art and stuff. Lets you enjoy it a lot more. So far, so good. Pretty happy. Oh, hey, Noct. Hopefully this isn't too frustrating for you. Chat should move slow enough that any advice you have, I should see it. Refinery world's about rare resources. That world doesn't have any. It's just the game being stupid. Oh, is it? Okay. So what is the designation it's meant to have? Because you can manually change the designation, can't you? You used to be able to manually change decisions. I swear you used to be able to just click and that, because that was like an RP and flavor thing before. Okay, so remember the reassembled ship's shelter? We can now actually turn that into a proper planetary administration too, which will buff a bunch of other stuff, which is really nice. I'm very aware of how many minerals these guys are taking, but we're still in the green. Oh, I'm annoyed at this. Paradox still have got this weird thing where, like, they scope to where you first saw the ship, but once the ship's gone, there's no way to scope to it anymore, so the go-to button doesn't work. What I wanted from my mod was that this would show you the home world of the people if you found it. But I think there's a cool idea of, like, the mystery of exploring to the home world that maybe the game should emphasize. Anyway, alarming reports from the Irani system, where we monitored the insidious activities of what can only be some manner of Xeno spacecraft. The vessel's exact purpose remains unknown, but is likely to be an agent of a larger xenopolitical entity. It might be wise to gather more details so that we can better ascertain the exact scope of the threat. I think that's the same as what we read on the other one. I feel like the whole artifact thing they did here is a little bit overly complicated for something that you essentially just sit back and watch. I don't know. I don't know how to make this fun. There's like no decision. Well, I don't like seeing a ton of mechanics, but having no decision making over those mechanics, if that makes sense. It's like the worst thing in games. Where is my wretched armada? Why can't I...
Construction complete.
Right. Okay, so instead of building the... Instead of harvesting this energy... It's slightly less optimal, but I'm basically in a space race here right now, a land grab. So I'm going to immediately send my guy to this other system, and in this way we'll grab it before them, and we have this choke point. What that allows me to do is continue expanding up this arm. If I don't get it in time, I'm going to be basically locked. I say locked. I mean we've got plenty of space. We have this whole section. We have, as far as I can tell, all of this. So I mean that's all fine. That's all well and good. Meanwhile, let's start surveying what we know to be enemy space. Like, they live here. There's a planet here. So we don't have first contact. They can't enforce their borders. This was like a really weird phase of the game before, where it like only felt half endorsed as of like the 2.0 patch series. Now that we're on 3.0, I wonder what they've done with the update. That's what I'm really curious about with first contact. So that's all good. Oh, that's why these guys aren't doing anything, because they're just sitting here. I can actually have them follow the science ship. And they'll go wherever the science ship goes. Until, what will happen here is my forces will follow the science ship until they make a jump into space I've never seen. Because I have to scout with the science ship through a hyperlane first. The game never used to be like that. So you could have really cool, creepy shit going on where, like, an enemy navy is following you. We won't be able to have that experience as of this game's iteration. Not that it would ever really matter anyway. Also, apparently I just fly directly inside them. Great. Anyway, here's my construction ship. And as much as I can have free roam through their territory, they have free roam through mine. The fact that I'm building this starbase isn't just going to kick them out. It used to, but it won't anymore. So right now what we're doing is we're playing xenophobes and we're playing isolationists. We don't want those aliens around, really. But because we can't tell them, and because we're pacifists, we're not just going to outright shoot them down. Our first contact policy is to leave them be. We just kind of got hope that eventually we'll translate the language and figure something out. Really cool article for your next End of Dragons Daily regarding New Canthan and writing languages. Really? Did they just post one? He wasn't a fan of EU4 UI, but it's miles ahead of this. Everything's so small and it's hard to understand which elements are interactive. Well, some of it just looks small because I'm playing at a high screen resolution. But I agree, I don't really like the UI on this game very much. I think it could have done a lot better. Paradox games are just weird. I might be wrong about this, but they don't even let you natively rebind hotkeys. Like if you go to the settings, there's no hotkey settings, right? So while making videos, I want as much system view as possible. I want it to look pretty and flavorful. It's my gut that that's more entertaining to watch. It's less efficient, and for the proper Stellaris fans, I'm sure it's a little bit frustrating. But generally speaking, I like this. You know, we're playing only on slow and stuff most of the time. So I like to have the outliner toggled down. But that's on O. Like, that's an annoying stretch on the keyboard. I'd rather that be Q or something, you know? You might want to check what people in your chat write. What do you think I'm doing? What in all honesty, what is going on through your head there when you say that? Yeah, you can rebind in the files, yeah. And you can use auto hotkey and stuff, for sure. So what's our progress here? Now, again, because we're a level 5 scientist, we should be fine. Now, our max level right now is already 10. Is there a hard cap of 10? Because we have a tradition coming up that's going to let us go to 12. If there's not a hard... I don't think there is a hard cap, right? Didn't someone on the previous stream say they got up to 11? Oh, I'm sorry. Someone wrote, you know, a racist N-word. Does it not get auto-modded out? Isn't there a thing for auto-mod? Let me delete that. Oh, yeah. Why do we get people like that? I don't understand. It's not like it's a big stream or anything. To be honest, I don't even know how to quickly mod that out on the UI that I've got set up right now. I used to have a little X button on there. All I can do is click to reply.
Construction complete.
Chat settings. Manage moderation settings. I could just blacklist that word. It just looks like it might even be a bot, guys. It's just a random flyby, it looks like. That whole account is already banned. Yeah, I guess oh god, we went paused there. I guess alright, so look, now that we've grabbed this, we can start mining and we'll mine our way back through. It's kind of annoying because like 2 nights ago I looked through a ton of Twitch settings. If you watched my Final Fantasy 14 Savage content yesterday, you would have heard all the stuff I did at the start of that stream, but I never looked at like auto mod stuff like that. I actually I think I got rid of Nightbot. I can't remember. No, I think we do still have Nightbot. The problem is there's like 2 chat bots that I've got. I've got one from Stream Elements and one from Nightbot, and I was thinking of just like consolidating and fixing it all. A lot of it was made by like Flaganti, who's not been around for a while. I don't know what tools he still wants to use and so on. So I was thinking of getting rid of Nightbot. Because there is a thing where, like, basically, years ago, we got spammed with bots, spamming, what are they called? Like, malicious links. So I put it on so that nobody could post a link unless you're a subscriber. But I don't think we need to do that anymore. I think Twitch has its own settings for that as well. Oh, shit. Is the first Stellaris VOD on WP2? No, well, it is, but it's unlisted at the moment. You can get to it unlisted, because I was trying a publishing thing. I'll put it up after the stream. I'm sorry about that. If I've still forgotten by the time this is up on WP2, people in WP2 comments, let me know. There was a problem where their pause button was bound to pause on keyboard, which didn't exist on my laptop. Oh, wow, really? Oh, he went around the blacklist. He used the acrylic N instead of a regular N. Wow. It's just like the square N. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Right. We have potential buildings we can make. So is the meta, so to speak, is the correct kind of play and feeling on this that we should build a building as soon as possible? I mean, I'm upgrading a planetary administration here. Let's get an Octathon monument on there. And beepers. I mean, we could do the same thing. Or, if they're going all in... They can't go all in on mining. This is quite a small world. It's only size 13. They're not going to be able to do too much. Let's put a monument. This might be a waste, actually, putting a monument on such a small world. By the way, there's a lot of population changes, and I don't exactly know what people think about them. Right, it appears that our attempts to covertly delve into the network systems of the Gamma Menace were detected. Oh shit, yeah, because we said yes to hack them, didn't we? They were detected. It's not clear exactly what went wrong, but Envoy Candia claims the systems we were up against were simply too advanced, or their overseers too vigilant, to be caught in this manner. Unfortunately, by the time this became clear, it was too late. We can only hope that we haven't made ourselves dangerous enemies with this ploy. A regrettable turn of events. So the Gamma Menace have gained a poor first impression on us. The first contact process advances. Okay, so just so that you guys know, the first contact game phase, as it existed before this update, had a bunch of mechanics where if you interacted in special ways with unknown aliens, when proper diplomacy opened up, you could find new modifiers on them. So for example, if I'd been shooting at their ships in the sky before translations, it would say that they have less opinion of me because of first contact hostility, and that would slowly decay over the years. Pretty exciting, right? There's a lot of fun things that they did that. And there was another flag for a first contact invasion. Like if a full planetary invasion happened before communications, there was that flag. Now that specific mechanic, that tag that was in the game's code, that's what inspired me with the whole mod. I was like, wow, no one's ever going to see this because you translate in seconds, but this is such a cool idea. Paradox clearly had thought of it. They were supporting it, but it's not working out. So what this looks like here to me is that they might have expanded on that idea a little bit. They've gained a poor first impression. I'm guessing I'll get an opinion malice as soon as it starts off. A bit like first contact hostilities. It'll probably say they caught us spying or something. And maybe that ties into the broader espionage system. I don't know. Oh! Oh yeah, and we know what they look like now as well. They're outright hostile. Tread with caution. Let me... I think I preferred this when it wasn't directly on the bottom. But when it was like there. Didn't you guys? Oh, but then it like overlaps with UI. Maybe we need to go even higher. Like there. Right. By the way, you asked, but to change the designation, it's the little cow icon. Oh, well, here we go. Communications established. Oh, but this is from the artisan troop. Oh my god. Wait. Where are they, though? A visitor, this is a joyous occasion indeed. Oh, forgive my manners. I believe introductions are in order. We are the artisan troupe. Our members have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of music, art, and culture, and other things which makes existence bearable to a sapient being. Please, if you would like to share in the wonder of our creations, do not hesitate to contact us. Okay. Let's just go to our contacts. I'm going to lock this out. Oh, yeah, that was another mod I used to run. I used to run a mod which made these icons bigger, so they were less janky and annoying to click. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, when I was doing my mod, I had this exact problem. In fact, if you go back and you watch my Let's Play, you will see this exact problem. I did everything I could to slow down first contact diplomacy and to, like, clean the game up so that, you know, fun things could happen. But the fucking artisan troops always, not just the artisan troops. What are these guys called? Why is this all falling out of my brain? Envoys, are they called? No. Enclaves. All the enclaves, they would just initiate first contact anyway. There's a bunch of, like, script that you can mess with that's supposed to change that. It didn't work out. And by the way, they had interesting mechanics with these guys as well, like shooting and destroying these stations before you learn about them. It was the worst thing in the world, and it happened on the playthrough. I was going to do something really dramatic, like not spawn them in my campaigns, or like find a way if I could delay the spawning of them until like way later. Like I don't know, give primitives a chance to become them when they ascend or something. But yeah, it looks like Paradox didn't even address this with the expansion. It looks like Nemesis literally just has the exact same behavior. Like, these shouldn't be some of the first people we interact with. The first ones we should interact with are regular empires. Or maybe if we get weird roll, a fallen empire. What do you guys think? Am I being picky? I like these. These are really cool. Okay, so I mean, that's so underwhelming. I don't like that. So now we're going to get all the events saying, oh my god, we found intelligent life? Are we going to get those events? Or is that just going to peter out now? You know, it's a big moment. The first empire you interact with should be a big moment. You don't want it to be a goddamn enclave. Are we even going to get an event of the people of our society responding to this? No, you agree unless you found them? Thank you. Yeah, I'm not crazy, right? That whole concept, first contact thing's a great concept. Yeah, I really, really tried so hard. There were a million different... Like, I tried affecting the amount of years it took for first contact to happen. And so I tried everything I could, but I ran into this issue. The bigger problem that I had, to be fair to Nemesis, is I had an issue where... Okay, so you see here now that it's updated on the map, I had a problem where as soon as this occurred, quietly... in the background, the borders of lots of other empires would pop up out of nowhere. And that was a real nightmare. Now, the reason why that was happening is because these guys, they have opened communication with multiple empires, not just me. They've also, they're in conversations with presumably the people more geographically close to them and all over the place. So there's a thing where it's like, there's this mechanic called communication spread, which... is that, you know, they can talk, they're like a mediator. They can talk to whoever, and I can talk to them. So through osmosis, I'm now interacting with more of the community. But they had that. If you learned to interface with another empire through that mechanism, it was completely silent, completely in the background, no supporting events for it. It was rubbish. And again, it was one of those things where in the files there's a file to turn off communication spread. But it wouldn't work. It wouldn't do anything. And you just get these horrible moments where, like I'll tell you what, I still remember it. It's in like episode 6 of that playthrough last year. And the second that the artisan troop popped up, my heart sank. I was like, fuck, it hasn't worked. My whole thing hasn't worked. And I remember, like, there's probably a cut in the video. I don't know how easy it is to see. But where I would have gone to the galaxy map to see just how much stuff had sneakily become visible to me. Because, you know, the whole idea is, like, especially with, like, the Tyrian race pack, the whole idea is to, like, slowly, like, learn who's where and what's going on, you know? You don't want that to accidentally happen. So, anyway, to Nemesis's credit, it hasn't done that. Yet, anyway. Right. Well, we'll keep going. Usually get first contact only by finding their station. I have no clue how they find you when they're on the other side of the galaxy. I agree, it's weird. Yeah, I can't figure it out either. I tried so hard to figure out why it was. If whatever it is, it exists on a lower level than what they allow you to mod. That's what I would say. That's what I think. Oh, the hours I spent on this, guys. The hours I spent on this when I should have just been streaming or making videos for you all. It's just like, you know, I love this game so much, and I just want a really, really good series to show you guys where it, like, feels fucking perfect. It's too much to expect from a big product like this, but I just, you know, and when you're tantalized by the possibility of being able to mod and you can do it, it just... Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the first league, right? I need to scale the UI up. The ruins of a large prison complex have been discovered. The hostile world seems to have served as some kind of maximum security penal colony in the First League. As a federal facility, the prison housed convict felons from across all of League space. Surviving records indicate most of the prisoners were guilty of piracy, terrorism, and other crimes of extraordinary nature. Fossilized remains from some prisoners can still be found where the cells used to be. Damn.
Situation log updated.
Why do we still have an icon there, though? Well, hold on. We'll just throw that to the front of the queue. And we'll see how long... Yeah, it's only going to take a little while. We'll just let them deal with that. Right, guys, on Twitch, can you guys help me out with something here? We know about polls, right? I'll do a poll in a second. We'll learn about that. There is this other button that I've learned you can press. It's called Start a Prediction. And it says you guys will be able to guess on something coming up. And if you're right, you get points. I don't know what any of that is. What do you guys think? If anyone can teach me about that, I would love to hear about it. You gamble channel points. So how do I see what my points do, what points you guys have, all that kind of shit? Sorry, NS Man says, what's wrong with enclaves though? Nothing's wrong with them. It's just as a first... Like, this game in the early game is building to, like, this big eureka moment where you learn who your neighbors are, you know, and you're finding your feet in the galaxy. And what you want is that to be with a standard empire with all the different interactions and modes of play. An enclave is just like an NPC, right? It's like a merchant, basically. It offers a couple of little features, but that's it, you know. There's no tension there. There's no intrigue there. It's just kind of... I mean, maybe for a very first playthrough, you'll be a bit fascinated by an enclave. So maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm obsessed with something that I shouldn't be. Okay, so we're receiving a transmission from the Lavis Combine. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities between us have ceased. Oh, these are the guys I hacked. You have hacked into us and now you call us friend? Pah. The Lavis Combine will remain vigilant towards your kind. We shall seek to distance ourselves from the Lavis Combine. That's a new icon. We do not take kindly to your sort. We'll seek to distance ourselves, giving them minus 33% spy network growth on us. I don't know what spy network growth is or where I would read about that. Okay, so they never actually changed any of the communication. There's not any more RP or any of that stuff. This all looks pretty goddamn generic. So our first contact process has been aborted as they establish communication with us. Okay, so this is pre-Nemesis behavior as well. You know, one of the things I had to do was the player had control to initiate missions to do first contact, but all other empires did too. And the way that the AI always worked without flinching is they would always do the special projects straight away, always. So, and quite often they would beat you to it. So that's why I added like these extra layers of like scanning their homeworld and all that kind of stuff, so that you could shoot them out of the sky if you wanted. And yes, it would create these open hostilities, but you would at least have you know, a bit of control over hiding, and then eventually, you know, you would be forced into regular diplomacy. So I don't know about this. So ours failed. Now, it used to be that you got a reward if you managed to finish. Instead, they've got the reward because they managed to finish first. The thing is, I never really had any buildcraft at any level about envoys or what to do there. So how comes they beat me? Why did they go faster? Just because my hacking failed? Let's see what their ethos and stuff are. Are they trying to distance themselves from me too? And then that's just why it kind of went the way it did. So let's see what happened here as well. Oh, I don't... Oh, hold on. Let me press play for a second. Oh, I don't know their borders. I have communication, but I don't know their borders. Oh, I like that. It's not just full border popping the second that you don't... So I don't know where the back of their empire is. Ooh, I like it. Okay, what if I declared war on them right now? What if I was like really aggressive and domineering? Okay, they're belligerent. Sending an envoy would improve relations. They're plants. They're egalitarian, xenophobic spiritualists. So they're xenophobic like me, so maybe that's why it was hard to establish communication. I don't know their civics. They're a megacorp. Oh, I like this sense of slowly figuring out what they are. I almost feel like I don't want to know that they're a megacorp yet. I don't know enough about the game to know what that would meaningfully mean, but you know, in terms of like how I play around them or whatever. I mean, the AI is terrible, so that's not going to matter. But imagine a beautiful world where the AI is good. See, that's the spirit, or that's where the variety of the game comes in. You should, depending on who your neighbor is, changes your play style. You know, that's genuinely what I believe. So yeah, I just don't know anything. So the question is... So I already have a reason for war, an ideology war. Why though? Just because they're not fanatical enough about xenophobia? I don't care if they're egalitarian. I'm not authoritarian. Why am I allowed to declare war on them? To impose my ideology? We're not even that desynced though, are we? It's not open for business, Sae. So what do I want to do with them? So wait, where are their, you know, modifiers for why they like me? Or not? Are those gone? Just they don't exist anymore? Everything's hidden. See, I think it used to be you would mouse over, say this, whatever it was, the AI attitude thing before, and it would say -X because of first contact war or first contact invasion or whatever. My mod, actually, I'd created 3 of them. I'd expanded it slightly. I had like a first contact skirmish. Like, I had the potential of that first moment where your ships interact. Sometimes they would be fighting immediately. Like, just shoot on sight, depending on how aggressive whoever it is, you know. Like, if you meet a devouring swarm or fanatic purifiers or barbaric warriors or whatever, you know, you could have that, and that would be like a small malice. And then I had like first contact war, which was like if 20 ships had been blown up or something. And then I had first contact planetary invasions, which is if someone actually lost a planet to the other team. The cool thing is, though, as well, if you lost an invasion early on, you could just lose the game straight away, and it added a lot of tension. It was really, really cool. And I love that just whole thing about like getting ground combat into the experience super early in like the first 10 years. We're 8 years in here, but no, we're 25 years in. So I guess I just can't do anything right now. All right, let me look at chat and see about this points thing. What do you guys say? Well, back to the Enclave thing. Noct says it's a failsafe to make sure you always get eventual contact with the Enclaves because it's important to have them for gameplay reasons. Well, is it that important? I mean, for like a balance and a level playing field kind of thing, but then surely that should be like a diplomacy thing, like trading information with other people so that you can learn about the Enclaves. I don't agree that you need to automatically get them. That should be a decision the player can do, you know, by scouting with a science ship or again, trading information with other people. They kind of included the curator with the new intel because you could buy intel from them on other empires. Oh, is there a new enclave? There's a new enclave and he's all about information trading. That's cool. Okay, you can gamble channel points. We can wager our own channel points. It's like a poll with 2 options and people put points on them. And then when you close the prediction, you choose a winner. You can set up channel point rewards somewhere that people can spend on them. Can be loads of different stuff. Like temporary emote unlocks or special effects. Just start a prediction and play with it. You'll see how it works pretty quickly. Points. Okay, well, what would we predict though? Oh my god, Kerry did a prediction. Wait, is she here right now? How did that know to... Will our first contact be friendly? Did she do that today? Is she here? Let me look at Discord. She's not here, right? So how did you guys know that our first contact would be friendly? I guess that was on the last stream. Oh yeah, I called the points potatoes, by the way. Voters, potatoes. There were like 13,000 that were won. Start prediction. What viewers will predict? Will I win 5 games in a row? Submission period. Okay, let's do a 30-minute prediction. Okay. Will Doomsday explode? Possible outcomes, yes and no. Oh god, I can't type anymore. I've noticed my typing's got really bad the recent few days. Okay, start prediction. The streamer or a mod will need to confirm the outcome within 24 hours of the end of the submission window. Once you start a prediction, you cannot change it except to delete it or close them. If an outcome isn't selected or the prediction is deleted, all channel points will be returned to participating viewers. Mods who have voted will not be able to choose on the outcome. Got it. So what should I do? A thing where people can only get points from guessing correctly and then you get a unique emote? Should I lock all my emotes behind that? So people actually feel like it's rewarding? Like, why do you care about points? What would people actually want points for? Do you know what I mean? Sorry that you've had nothing interesting to look at on Stellaris. I could have been playing at least on slower speed while a science ship moves around doing its thing. I really want to watch this. Oh, it says already surveyed. Oh, but I'm not allowed there now? So what's their ship going to do here? This is the baited switch. Oh, sorry. Their ship. Because he's locked off now. He can't get around. I'm still following him. You see these red borders? That's because I closed my borders. I said no. So we just took their sign ship out, basically. Oh. Yeah, and they can't get to any of these places either. Huh. Okay, so he's not doing anything because we were mid-survey here and then we kind of screwed the pooch. So let's just have him moving up. And just see where we go there. I'm allowed to queue way too deep into the fog of war. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't be able to do that. I'd rather not know the geography that much. Okay, let's hit play and just follow it along. You're seeing an old prediction. Yeah, that was on the last stream. You can espionage them to gain tech or steal supplies. Oh, yeah. I just noticed it. Okay, so look, they've closed their borders. They'll no longer tolerate Scion intrusions in the Larvan space. All Scion vessels are expected to vacate immediately. They're domineering to me. Okay, and yeah, I wonder if I missed a reward there. I really do. Okay, let's have a look at... I wish when I mouse to the edge of the screen it didn't knock me off of tracking a ship. Okay, meanwhile these guys, we've managed to pick up a clear audio feed of conversations between the Delta Menace ships. While our linguists are still none the wiser as to the meanings of the words they're recording, they are optimistic that this new signal will make them a significant progress towards a breakthrough. Nice! Okay. Yeah, so contacts. Espionage. Oh my lord, what am I looking at here? Difficulty hell. Armed privateers. Cause a fleet of hostile privateers to appear within Larvan space. Hold on, is that like a marauder thing? Smear campaign? None of these are all really expensive. Requires infiltration level to be 10 or higher. Requires an envoy to be assigned to the spy network. Assets. There are no available assets. Assets are gathered through the acquire asset operation or through events. Assets are operatives that could prove useful for... Can I steal relics and stuff? I was thinking, by the way, guys, on the next version of the Tyrian Space mod, I was thinking I can put a bunch of Guild Wars 2 relics in there that people can have wars and stuff over. Like, I could put Callad Bulg in there. I could put, like, the Infinity Cube in there. What's it called, the Infinity Cube? I could put cool artifacts. And probably a lot of Inquesti Asura shit, because that's most fitting for Stellaris. Show all operations. Toggle manipulation operations. Toggle sabotage operations. Subterfuge operations. Provocation operations. Let's assign this envoy. Sending an envoy to actively build a spy network and increase our infiltration. So you know how there's 3 kinds of scientists? I think there's 3 kinds of envoys. There's like diplomats. There's spies, agents. And then there should be like missionaries. Maybe that's something they'll do later. Our infiltration level of this empire is changing each day by this amount. Spy networks can grow. We've received our first clandestine report from Spy Master Candia inside the Lavis Combine. This marks the foundation of the first spy network within the Xeno Empire, ideally positioned to warn us of their alien and duplicitous schemes. Where are we spying, though? What I want from this game is I want all these kinds of features to be tethered to things in the galaxy, you know? Tell me that it's on a fucking mining station in one of the nearby systems, you know? Actually make me move it to a mining station in the nearby system, you know? Somehow. I noticed they didn't add stealth ships then. That's not a part of it. Xeno scum, we say. Relative encryption. Their encryption is solid compared to our code breaking. When conducting espionage, we experience these effects. Maximum infiltration level -10. Daily infiltration progress -10. Operation difficulty +1. Well, none of that's good. Their code breaking is pedestrian relative to our encryption. When conducting espionage on us, they experience... Oh, I see. Right, so we're both pedestrian to each other, is what I see there. So how do I build my code breaking? And how do I build my encryption? Just by having a higher infiltration level? Cool, they're kind of doing the relic thing again, aren't they? This is just like rolling as time. What's this? Intel. 10 out of 10. It's changing at a rate of 1 per month to a maximum of 10. Your intel will tend towards the highest of... I don't really know what they mean by 10 towards the highest. I guess I'm just going to set it and forget it for now. Oh, and I can select any number of target empires. Our forces are ready. I don't like this. They're not peaceful, by the way. So I should probably start building a navy. Because they'll attack me. They genuinely will attack me. They're harming our relations. They've closed our borders and they want war. Okay. Let's start spending some resources, shall we? Let's merge our armadas. Holy shit. We've moved pretty far. Construction ship is nearly done with the last mining station. Planets are fine, so let's head to it. There we go. So let's head to a starport in a second. I'm going to build a second construction ship as well because we're building really rather slow. Let's grab this mining station. It's a little bit annoying, and then off to the starbase we go for that. Let's go to our starport, our shipyard, I should say. So managing trade routes, you know, I never really figured this out with Megacorp. I never really sussed it. The micro in the early game is very low right now. Maybe it's just because I'm playing on a very slow game speed. But holy shit. This is what I like, by the way. I don't like fastest pause, fastest pause, fastest pause, fastest pause. That's how I nearly always play the game, and I'm trying to wean myself off of it. I feel like it's kind of a smoother, more immersive, fun experience if you're just at a steady, slow. I appreciate that later it's going to get really annoying.
Special product complete.
Add the Guild Wars 1 ancient weapon. That's a good idea. I was thinking each empire can have a relic of their own. And maybe there could be an event that just gives it to them for free or something. And you know how the previous one was defend against the Elder Dragons? That was what Season 1 was about. I'm thinking Season 2 can be about collecting the relics. Maybe I do like just 6 and it's like an Infinity Stone thing and I say, okay, there's actually literally a mod on the workshop that does exactly that. But you know, maybe the goal of the series is to collect all 6 relic weapons. It's not Galactic Dominion or whatever. It's not like destroy these vastly snowballing things that are going to be too micromanagement heavy to fight in war. It's get these relics. Someone said research. Sorry, do I have research not going? It would have notified me, wouldn't it? No, I do. Okay, The archaeological mission to Sargas 4 has uncovered evidence of what appears to be a failed escape attempt at some distance south of the prison complex. A toppled utility vehicle from the prison was found behind a small cliff, and several kilometers behind that, the remains of several prisoners in stolen pressure suits were huddled together. They seem to have died of asphyxiation. When the oxygen supply is their suits ran out, for whatever reason, the prison authorities evidently saw no reason to collect the bodies. Do you guys hear how I'm reading that badly? You know, I'm reading it like a teenager that's just getting to grips with speaking out loud. That's the kind of shit I cut out of the LPs all the time. That exact delivery there is cringy to me, and I would always cut it out. But that's what you get on Twitch. You know, where I couldn't see if this was a comma or a full stop, so the enunciation was wrong right about here. Okay, so we get a First League artifact. Huzzah. And Monin is off in the Grand Dysphoria. You know, another thing I really want and like about this game is the idea of very few ships, but you name them all and you get attached to them. I like leveling ships up and shit like that, so that you really feel the pain of it when one of them blows up in a fight. You know, you get a sense, there's more personality to conflicts and so on. That's my dream world for Stellaris. Right, okay, so let's look at the shipyard. We're going to build a construction ship. Our alloy surplus is immense, so I'm actually going to build... that's too many. 2. We can colonize a new ship as well, so let's grab them from the... I don't like this, by the way. I still don't like colony ships at shipyards. I want colony ships from planets. If I could reinstate that since Wiz took over, I would love that. But I guess the idea is, you know, our populations are moving from the planet to the starbase, onto the colony ship, and then off. You know, it makes sense. But it's just not as smooth. It's not as RP heavy to me. And then we'll just build some corvettes. So we do have... this is not naval capacity. This is fleet capacity. Our naval capacity... they're both 20. They're both the same right now. So let's queue up 10. In addition to these 3, we'll be at 13. Now, these are all going to have an upkeep. So I just kind of want to get a sense of what that does to our economy. Another thing, our... Oh no, we never added a monthly trade. We just bought a surplus of food for that little period where that was most necessary for us. Okay, so they will get built up. Now, how do I get them to rally directly to the main fleet? You can do that, right? Oh yeah, fucking patrolling as well. I like patrolling. See, I should be patrolling already. I think that you should have to patrol with your corvettes right at the start. What I want is early game. I mean, really early game. I mean, all the content that you've seen these streams already cover. What I want most is a situation where you are making the decision to patrol with your science ships that may be vulnerable to hostile alien empires that you don't have first contact with yet, or have them patrol your inner space because pirates and shit are attacking, and comets and stuff like that's going on. That's what I want. I want there to be like a bit of a strategic decision. Nothing major, right? But just a little something where it's like, okay, what am I doing with my corvettes in the early game? And maybe, you know, you can resolve that problem by building a ton of corvettes, but now you've created an economical strain that you're burdening in another way, you know? So there's interesting decisions coming, you know? I never quite got all this far. Ideas of a madman. Yeah, how do I do it? What is it? Take point? I can't remember. Take point. Currently set to discourage allied fleets from following. This fleet can take point and allied fleets will attempt to follow. But allied means... Allied doesn't mean my own ones, does it? Is it a thing in the fleet manager? Because I never really learned the fleet manager very well. Let's see what happens. I'll just put take point on and we'll see what happens. It's about to spit one out. There it is. Oh, that's the construction ship. All right, well, let's get him going. He's going to start digging out over here. It's a shame I can't queue directly into those, but I understand why I can't. Right, the colony ship will be in a bit as well. That's fine. Okay, this asteroid is home to a number of exquisite impact craters. However, something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters. Yeah, alright, have a look at it. Did I see the blog post? No, I didn't. It's better than doing the voice everyone puts on for their Year 9 English presentations? And how's that voice go exactly? For anyone joining, we have a prediction going on right now. Can people in chat see that prediction and play with it already? Like, let's say that someone's just joined the stream and they're sitting there silently lurking. Can they just join in? Because it's got half an hour to vote on. Is that easy for them to see? It shouldn't be closed. I said there's half an hour through which people can join. It's 60-40, by the way. Some people think yes. The voting cap's at 10 minutes. Well, Twitch gave me the option to go up to half an hour. Oh, it caps at 10 minutes. Maybe I just fucked up the UI. But yeah, I haven't seen the post about Cantha's written language. It sounds quite exciting. I promised myself, though, that I would end the day with these streams. So you're not going to see a video on it today. That'll be something I do tomorrow morning. I'm going to take it easy tonight. I'm going to just chill with this, and then I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy in my own time with Kerry later. I mean, if she's not around at all, let's tick up to slow here. I might, but I want to do that. I might play Outward with her as well. Okay, let's pick up energy credits. More energy credits from our technicians. I think on Series 2, I'm not going to read all the tech UI info. You know, this is kind of a cool thing about Twitch, that I can go a lot slower and a lot chiller, and it feels like the pace works, you know? Like, if one episode is allowed to be 3 goddamn hours, suddenly, so what I can do is a staggered approach here, where this guy here, well, no, not this guy, this guy, what he'll do is he'll build the first starbase, and then to claim the space, then what he'll do is he'll grab a bunch of mining stations and stuff. While he's doing that, the other guy will leapfrog him when he gets chunked out anyway. Yeah, no, he did get chunked out. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. Yeah, 2 to 3 hours of streaming, I think is fine. That's where they've all been. I think they recommend doing them 4 hours as like a minimum, but I don't really care about that. Alright, elusive aliens. Our attempt to learn more about the menace have so far been in vain. While we were easily able to ascertain that they clearly form part of a technologically advanced civilization, further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be going considerable effort to prevent us and any other eavesdroppers from intercepting any signals from them. We have therefore only managed to intercept small fragments of their language so far. However, from the glimpses we have gleaned, our linguists are confident that they will be able to decipher their communications if we can just acquire a greater sample size. These are boring. Alright, this is the hacking question again, though. The thing is, how do I know to be confident in my hacking abilities in the early game? Shouldn't I always say no? Here, I'll let you guys pick this. And I'll give you the old one too, the question mark, exclamation mark, a 1 minute poll. Okay guys, look in chat, you can decide, do we hack them? Curious to see what people think there. The icons for the prediction will stay until WP selects the outcome, then the points will be redistributed for the winners. Yeah, I think today we'll go up until whatever happens to Doomsday happens. Cool, not many of you voting there. Jesus Christ. How quiet is this stream? Alright, well, but 73% are saying yes. So let's hack it. We must find the secrets. You guys are always going to go for the provocateur version, aren't you? What's your opinion on New World? Not interested, or wait until the actual release to not get burned out early? Just not really that interested. I don't really have any faith it's a great game. Mostly because I haven't exposed myself to it much since the wonky kind of news in the earlier hours. It might be good though. Obviously, it's getting crazy viewership and stuff.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Oh, we had a sub. Thank you very much. Aleferin24. It's good to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know about New World. There's probably a bigger part of me than I'd like to admit that kind of doesn't want to look at it at all, just in case it is this massive, epic, fun phenomena. I'll feel pretty crushed about not pulling on that thread the past few years. I had a perfect opportunity to be like the guy for New World, and I didn't take it. So there's probably a part of me that's thinking, oh, it'll crash. Don't worry, it'll crash. It's fine. New World is good at frying GPU so far. Yeah, I did hear it was bricking some systems. All right, Alien Drag Racing. What is going on here? We made a branch office? Hold on. This crater has long irregular marks imprinted into the relatively soft upper layers of the asteroid. Science officer Jarzin has recovered some interesting unexpected wreckage from the edges of the depression. Wheeled vehicles, seemingly personal transport rather than a research craft. The crew of the ISS Baited Switch speculate that the crater may once have been used for sport, with some alien species pitting their personal locomotion devices against each other in tests of mechanical strength or speed in near zero G room. Adds the skid marks modifier. Skid marks. There are signs of rather violent bouts of vehicular racing have taken place on the asteroid. See, I don't like this either with this game. It's so easy to miss out on like cool bits of lore and flavor. It's just everywhere, but you gotta really be diligent about what you're mousing over. I don't know what the solution to that is though. Okay, we can now use expropriation. The Megacorp is... Oh, they put a branch office on me because they're a Megacorp. That makes sense. It's not an espionage thing. And the new Casus Belli I've got is to kick them out. Well, okay, so let's see, because this can be beneficial to me, right? So they have an office here. I can't pick what they build, right? They build. And they're going to try and build my crime. This is cool. I've actually never had this, by the way. I know about the feature, but I've actually never had it. I've never had a Megacorp thrown against me. Lurks in 2014, you submitted your dissertation today, so you're sharing the happy. Hey man, that's really cool. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That is awesome. I judge each game on their own regardless of who made them. I mean, I still think Amazon is a perk, to be honest. I really do. I mean, look, they've struggled. They've not found their feet just yet in terms of like how to build games that people are interested in and so on. But you can't deny that they've clearly spent a fuck ton of money on New World. You can't deny it. Like, it looks ludicrously polished. This most recent beta looks stupidly polished. Also, New World is very RuneScape-y, and I like RuneScape. I could put a general on the planet, but why? Yeah, I don't know. I can't really do anything right now with this, right? What is this showing me? Okay, so that's another reason for war. Right, let's see what our ships are doing. We're just starting the... Oh, it's because... Do you know what? I'm going to focus on the military fleet first rather than the colony ship. Colony ship takes a long time to build, and once I've got it, it's going to create this big deficit. Might be better to do early so that I'm not juggling colony ship plus corvettes. But I want to see what the behavior of these vessels is. And I also want to bump up my... So I don't know now. Maybe people in chat can help me out. It used to be that in Stellaris...
we have mastered a new technology.
Oh god, no, we can now upgrade them all as well. It used to be that the AI would declare war just if it saw that if you were like inferior or pathetic to it, it would just declare war, and like that was the main thing. I don't know now that Espionage is in whether they have to go through more hoops to know whether they can declare war or not. Like, do they know that they're overpowering to me? Why do I know that they're overpowering to me? That sucks. Hold on. So their attitude is domineering. But I don't know these. I don't know. I might not actually be under threat. They're... Hold on. So they have an attitude and a stance. They will attempt to bully weaker enemies. What's my stance? Do I get to choose a stance? Sending an envoy improves relations. Why doesn't my envoy appear on this tab? I can only send... So is he improving relations or is he a spy? Where do I... How do I send an envoy specifically here to improve relations? Surely I can have like a public envoy, you know, a diplomat and a spy? Is this the same? Yeah, this is basically just a mini artifacts panel. I like this though. I like the sense that he's going to come back one day and say, okay, I know where their intel, their technology is. Can I still research debris to learn shit? Is that a fan blowing into your mic? Sorry, yeah it is. Hold on, let me move it. I don't know how long that's been there. Hopefully that's not blown into it anymore. Right, okay, that was that, but that I was distracted. Yeah, okay. Should we get some basic strike craft? I could hang them from my star bases and see what happens. Yeah, let's do it. I like strike craft. The better choice was definitely to go minerals. I'm not gonna mess with this fleet too much right now because I want to know. Hold on. Why do I only have 2 ships? Where are my other military fleets? Okay, so it looks like this guy who was split away is merging. That's why he's not in the outliner, but he's not merged yet, so it looks like I've lost a ship. But I have the outliner makes it look like I've lost a ship, but I haven't. He's over here. So let's watch the starport and see what these guys do. Ready? What I want to see is he immediately flies off to go to the troubled armada. Oh shit. While exploring some ruins near one of our major settlements on beepers, a few colonists inadvertently activated the timer on an undetonated hydrogen bomb left over from the moon's previous nuclear war. With an estimated yield of 35 megatons, the bomb will wipe out several population centers if it detonates. It isn't stable enough to be moved, and there's no time to evacuate the entire region. We must disarm it.
Situation log update.
Okay, that's a situation. Let me see. No, see, take point didn't do what I wanted it to do. How do I get him to auto... Oh god, these fucking things, they're not coming in upgraded either. Let's cancel all of these. Oh, fine, we'll do the colony ship first, whatever. I don't feel like I need to rush this anyway anymore because I'd misinterpreted what domineering meant. God, I gotta get used to all of this shit. Like, why isn't merge available there? Didn't I select them both? Merge. I always get nervy when I do that as well because, you know, the worry is that they're gonna move the wrong one. We're receiving a transmission from the United Domnana Sovereignty. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Chancellor Searthy is our elected representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government, so they're a democracy. Oh, sorry, democracy. They're egalitarian. And they're materialist. They're a direct democracy. They're kind of like what humans start as in this game. So they like research, they like science, they like building things, they like everyone having a chance. Thanks so much for the sub there, man. I really appreciate that. Pizza Div Boy. Oh wait, that's not Pizza Div. Yeah, Pizza Div Boy gave the community a gift. So somebody got lucky with it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the subs on a stream like this, guys. Keep to yourself, aliens. So again... That's the Alpha Refuge. Oh, look at what they're doing with the borders. Oh, look. I do have a little bit of border there. Oh, that's really fascinating. The size of the icon kind of gives away how big they are. Don't you guys think? Because we know it's large and we know it's central to their territory. That sucks a bit. So, does that always happen? Has anyone managed to get their own, be the one? Like, why bother with it if they're just gonna communicate with me? What happened to the Discord notification for the streams? If you're worried to bug people, we can get a stream notification roll or something like that. Yeah, someone was talking to me about that. I don't know. Maybe it's useful. A part of me's just like you could just follow on Twitch. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I have to tweet a stream. I don't know why I have to Discord ping a stream. I don't know why I put a comment on a YouTube video or dedicate a YouTube video to the existence of a stream. To a certain degree, it's like, well, look, I can tell you that I stream. From then on, it's kind of, you know, just click the fucking follow button. Do you know what I mean? Like, Twitch does its own notifications. So, to a certain degree, I'm not really that fussed about that. Like, if people want to follow the stream, then they'll follow the stream. And Twitch notifies you, doesn't it? I mean, that simple? My job, I would see, is making sure that people know that streams happen. Not exactly when they happen. Twitch will tell you exactly when they happen, but I should tell you that they happen. Beyond that, I don't know whether the rest of it's just faffing about and busy work and... But, I mean, if a ton of people would find it really useful, you know, if that's the reality, that it's really useful, then why not? Yeah, I could set it up. I'd just rather make a video, or rather make a stream than mess around with stuff like that, you know? Most people don't have a notification for Twitch. I always have Discord open, I don't always have Twitch open. Yeah, they're good arguments, I like that. I have notifications disabled on all channels anyway because I find them annoying already. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that as well. Guys, anyone? We got any Stellaris players in chat? How many of you have managed to succeed at first contact? I'll have to do another playthrough and see how it goes. Is this just because I'm not xenophilic? Maybe if we played fanatic xenophiles, we would know how to communicate with them, you know? Oh shit. Alright, it's fine. There's not going to be any problem there. Oh yeah, okay, so the nuclear bomb. So who do we want at this bomb? Hold on. Timeout in 108 seconds. Days. Finishes in 56 months. But researching it has put that timer on pause. $56 months going back on engineering research. That sucks. We do get a 2,000 reward though. Should we let the bomb go off? I'm going to let the bomb go off. I never let this bomb go off. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much damage we do to our planet. I'll be very curious about this.
Complete.
It's interesting you could wait until the last day and then start. Oh, it's not a reward. Oh yeah, it's a 2k cost. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Let's see what happens. Let's let it blow up. In the meantime, this construction ship, who I just ballsed up a little bit. Alright, you're this one. So build, move. Let's see if they've got an animation for it as well. They might. 83 days. Good luck, team. Oh, here you go. If you pick the decryption perk, but in my experience, it's better to be xenophobic for the first contact. Really? Why is your experience that it's better to be xenophobic? And also, where's the decryption perk? Sorry, is that a species trait? Is that an empire? Civic? What kind of a perk is that? Where would I choose that perk? You can't put perks on envoys, right? So where was that? Did I miss that opportunity somewhere? When the patch first came out, I succeeded at a good portion of first contacts. Oh, right, okay. So do you think that it's 301, 302, or 303 that's changed that? Or is it just luck of the draw? I mean, we'll go through the phase a few more times, right? These are my immediate galactic neighbors, but... Oh, it's a civic. I wouldn't want to spend a whole... Well... Okay, so let's say you spend a whole civic on that. What's your reward from that? If you're the one to establish first contact, what... Do you get a lot from that? Like a whole civic on that? Oh, does that... Hold on. Does that also help with later espionage as well? It's interesting to me that we have all this stuff about Doomsday, and yet it's actually this planet that's going to blow up. Let's go up to normal speed here as well. This can construct additional buildings, but we are building one, so... 15 days. Yeah, and you can reform later, I get it. It's a lot later, though, and I think the game's juiciest in the early game, so I don't like leaning on that as a cop-out. Special project failed. Our bomb disposal team failed to defuse the hydrogen bomb on Beepers in time. They, along with every other living thing within a 100-kilometer radius, were eradicated when the bomb detonated. Untold lives have been lost, the last victims of a tragic and pointless war that began millennia ago. This is a disaster. Added 20 devastation, and 1 pop died. But... devastation just passively rebuilds, right? I looked at this a lot with my ground combat mod. That would just build up on its own. 1 pop dead? That's not very cool. Hold on, didn't devastation tick down there? That didn't even fuck with the stability or anything. It didn't destroy any buildings? I'll tell you what, the old tile system... Oh, okay, it's ticking down because, yeah, down is good. The old tile system could do events like that way better. That was rubbish. It should, like, take out a mining district or something, shouldn't it? Take out a building?
We have mastered a new technology.
Right, administrative capacity. The progress we make calls for a new, nimbler form of administration. That's good, because we were hitting our sprawl cap there. Now, we could go all for, like, army defense, if you guys want. Since we did pick the... Aren't we very strong, one of our species perks? Species... Yeah, we're very strong. So let's do, like, as far as defense is concerned, let's play as much as we can with this kind of build. Let me check as well. Does being... inward perfection help with our armies? No. Alright, never mind. But still.
Complete.
I think there is a government or yeah, I think it's if you're militarist, you get more army bonuses. Right, construction ship, he's doing nothing, but he can build the starbase. Construction ship, he's doing nothing, but he can build the mining stations and the research stations. And then he's actually going to get moving over here to Lisak. This science ship is kind of deceptive, actually, because he's doing all internal stuff. What's just on my mind is this whole thing here. I kind of want to, like... sneak out and grab a choke point. Like, let's say, like, what do we want to give these bastards? Do we want to give them all of these systems? If I could take Oblion, let's try that as well. I haven't done that in a game version for a long time. Let's go adding. We're not going to cancel all these other jobs. We're just going to tell him just to quickly go out first to survey Oblion. And we're going to tell this guy, once he's done with all of his stuff, to go to Oblion as well. And so what's going to happen here is we're going to grab this, even though it's not connected to our Empire. And we're going to see how much that damages our Empire sprawl and all of that. I don't know. That might be a terrible idea in the game as it's currently built, but let's have a look. Okay, back to the station at the Star of Potato. We have our colony ship, who can colonize this world. Does anyone want to name this? Give me a name, guys. The code's 99. Just anyone give me a name. First person to name it. It doesn't have to be something prime. It's going to be expensive. Yeah, I just want to see, you know. It might be a terrible decision. I want to see how costly that kind of technique is. Gastro 5. Gastro 5? The next one was Brian. Real inspired, guys. I can't judge. I don't have any inspiration on myself. Okay, there are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization in the vicinity of this gas giant. Yeah, let's research that straight away. Okay, communication from the Natsa consciousness. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we're in contact with. Here you go. This is communication sprawl. So I don't get to do first contact with them because I just automatically procced this, right? Is this just how it's going to go for all of them now? I got to do first contact with 2 empires who both translated first. That sounds pretty much the pre-Nemesis experience to me. Let's see. I'm not judging. We'll see. We'll see. But now the communication sprawl is triggering. This is a hive mind, by the way. Hey WB, do you remember OG Guild Wars 2 YouTubers like Get Crit? Vaguely, yeah. What was his thing? He like had, that was like a catchphrase gimmick thing, wasn't it? You know, we all had gimmicks back then, yeah? Like Ritlock has no pants. What was Dontaine's like thing? Did Dontaine have one? Wait, wasn't that Dontaine's thing? I don't know. I vaguely remember. It's weird, man, because Dontaine was the true talent on the scene. It wasn't me, not really. Dontaine actually had a bigger platform than me for a while, but he had some stuff fucked him over. He went to like a convention, and we can't do anything till it's surveyed, but they're waylaid for a second, and he like lost his hard drive or some shit, which like did his nut in. And then he was really put off by Living World Season 1. I remember watching him do a video about like how disappointed he was in the return to South Sun Cove patch, and how annoyed he was that the gems everyone was spending was going on to Living World Season 1. Like, he hated it. He was really, really mad at it. And he kind of just completely fell off of the game. Yeah, and then I think he went through some rough tough. The only thing I heard about him after that was like years later he did another video where I think he was crying on a video. He was crying and asking for, I don't know, help from people. It was pretty rough. I don't know what he's up to now. Yeah, that's all Dontaine that I said there. I don't remember. That was his catchphrase, wasn't it? High capacity quantum bands. Leader experience gained by 25% and leader cap. I really like this whole leveling thing. It's actually too easy, isn't it? I've just accidentally fallen into a build where I've got so many level up perks. I don't like the tradition system, really. I feel like it's I don't know. It doesn't really feel like I'm specializing. It just feels like I'm gonna collect everything, which is true. I am. This is a huge system, by the way, guys. There's so much going on here. Like, look at this. This almost feels like a trap. Look at this system. Jesus Christ. This is a hell of a place. We'll just wait out for a minute. We are researching this as well. At Riblaw 3. So our ships are getting thrown out. I've really got to figure out. There's basically a simple button you click and it's like, okay, you are the leader. Am I wrong? Am I forgetting that? Well, hold on. I can't even see the take point button again now. Oh my god. Anyone got any advice for me on this fleet thing? Let me know. I know Noct would have the answer. I don't know whether I frustrated him away from the stream at this point, though. Right, okay. So, look. We've got a cornucopia here. So, let's grab that. Right, let's see what happens. I mean, this might be really stupidly expensive. But look, they're moving. They're moving quick. Let's just see. Like, why not? How many system jumps is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jump. No. 8 jumps. Is the one highlighted next to the fleet name take point? Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay, but this isn't the behavior I wanted, is it, right? This is not causing new ships that I create at my starports to immediately fly to them, is it? It's not doing that. So what's the feature that does that? That's my big question to you guys. It sucks that I've got nothing to shoot at. I've got nothing to do with these guys right now. What was that, by the way? Oh, construction is complete? No? Oh, colonization complete. Oh shit, I built 2 Octathon monuments. Oh, maybe that's why I'm getting so much unity. I don't know what I'm doing with buildings. Bureaucrats turn consumer goods into administrative capacity. Should we put some administrative offices on this planet to prepare for the massive empire sprawl penalty we're about to get? Let's do that. Clerks produce trade value and amenities. It's not what we want. But yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. We can watch out for any more building slots. What is building slots unlocked by cities, right? Okay. The RP of that's a bit weird now, because now you're going to have, what you're essentially telling me is that you're putting, like, strongholds in cities. I guess that works. Alloy foundries in cities? Right, what is this? A cause to dance. Strange occurrences have been reported among the colonists on bleepers. Apparently, many individuals have taken to dancing on the streets for hours and even days on end, refusing to stop until they're physically restrained. So far, it seems to have only affected a relatively small portion of the population, and our authorities are yet to establish a pattern. Monitor the situation. Do I have a modifier? Whoa, why do I... Oh, that's our governor's modifier. It's a slaving thing, even though I don't have any slaves. Okay. Yeah, I don't see the rocky planet in the background. I see it like the cities provide the population for the buildings. Yeah, but you've also, like, there's a thing, I think, you got to be careful with where your imagination takes you in this game. Because it can be very easy to have a limited imagination. What I mean by that is, like when it's a city district, it's not that you're building a city necessarily. It's that you're building, like, vast continental-sized areas, filling them with cities. So it's not like a guy just goes to live in that city and then commutes to to the other side of the planet where the rich ore veins are or whatever, wherever his building is. Like, I really do think they're a local... Okay, what is this? The Dancing Plague. I don't remember this, by the way. The isolated incidents of spontaneous prolonged dancing have escalated somewhat, and groups of hundreds of Sai are now compulsively dancing in a variety of different styles. Surprisingly, even those who have never shown much interest in the dancing are suddenly able to perform expert moves, and the old among them have rediscovered the vigor of their youth. Although many residents are jokingly referring to it as the Dancing Plague, it is no joking matter. The dancers show no concern for their bodily needs, and risk dancing themselves to death. Alright guys, you're going to be able to choose this. We can say this is not natural, we must find out what's afflicting them and start a special project to put one of our departments on it. Or we can just say start the music, it's party time. For the next 6 months, we will just let it happen. And our civilians will be 10% happier, and our amenities will be 20% happier. But maybe it comes as a cost, I don't know. What do you guys think? So here, I'll throw a poll up. Do we dance? Or stop having fun? Alright guys, go to Twitch. It's there. Let's see what people vote. See, I really like the idea of making a mod one day as well, which, you know, all of the random anomalies and research things that we've had so far where you just click through, making all of them have at least one branch. Like, this is where the game's at its best, where you get a choice. And I kind of want to make a mod that just takes all that vanilla content where there is no choice and just make one. Make a choice. Or maybe 2 choices, you know. Oh, this is pretty close. 52% saying dance away. 48% on stop having fun right now. Do you know what would be really cool for OBS? Something that prints my poll results on screen. I bet that exists as well. That way people in Wooden Potatoes 2 could see what's going on. I'm pretty sure this event is a movie reference. Oh, it probably is, yeah. I mean, they love their movie references. Okay, it looks like... Oh my god, it's exactly 50-50. It's exactly 50-50. Okay, someone in chat... be the tiebreaker. Whoever breaks it in chat wins. Go. First message in chat to break the tie. Yeah, they're posting their lols. Alright, they're saying dance. Everyone in chat wants it to be dance. Okay. Start the music, it's party time. Alright. On your heads be it. He's still going to take ages. Well, okay, so our navy's here. Let's merge them. So they're going to fly off. So what's our fleet strength? 364.
Construction complete.
Be nice to have something to go push them onto. Okay, this guy's done. So let's have him build the mining stations, the research stations, and build a starbase over at this black hole. Can possibly speed up the game time a little bit as well. Do you guys think I'm missing anything right now? I see that our consumer goods are getting a little bit dicey. I do see that. Any suggestions from chat on fun little things we can do as we build up? I could spend some of my influence. I've got a lot. I'm expecting to spend a lot on this thing in a second. How do I know when it ends? Lasts until cancelled. Fortify the border. Starbase upgrade speed is 50%. Starbase capacity plus 2. Empire sprawl from systems plus 10%. Definitely don't want that. But we could put research subsidies on. So that we're at our addict capacity. As far as I remember, this is actually... this is one of the things we've built into. So using all 3 is definitely worthwhile. We could put peace festivals up as well. Hold on, I thought you got the peace festivals just from the enclave. We could spend some money as well. We do have 15,000 credits. Leader XP gain for 14 years. These are not expensive. What on earth? These are too cheap. That was way too cheap for a lot of benefits. Alright, here we go. What happened? The dancing plague runs out. Although our scientists are still baffled by the cause of the so-called dancing plague, its effects seem to have worn off before it could pose a danger to our colonists. Perhaps it was a pathogen that settlers have grown immune to over time, or else elaborate hoax to attract attention to bleepers. Whatever the case, the settlers are no longer dancing. The dancing modifier removed. That did not last 6 months, did it? I suppose we are moving it fast now. Thanks very much for the sub there to Not Strawberry. Thank you, man. So what's the dancing plague? What is that, a book? You have an open envoy who could be spying or something else, but keeping them open for first meets might be worth it. Okay, Oh no, okay, so hold on. I now know that these guys are superior to me. Why do I know that they're superior to me? They're stronger than us. We may need allies to offset this advantage. See, this kind of ruins the fun straight away. Why do I know that? Because of my espionage? My infiltration level is 23 out of 40. And I have 23 intel. I can't spend anything yet though, right? Oh, I could gather information. What currency is this on? Okay, infiltration level. Why is that still a hell difficulty? Okay, so you need a certain level, and the level's just consistently progressing. And then they have different difficulties. Hell plus, hell plus plus plus. Oh, how many pluses is that? My god. Our operatives will compile information on the Combine, delivering intel report when complete. Assigning an asset towards this operation may skew the results toward their interests. What does that mean? I don't know whether doing a hell difficult. I think I should wait, right? This is not a good idea. It was going to cost money as well. Once your operatives have complete their preparation, they will automatically commence the operation without waiting for confirmation. I'm going to wait on that. Let's see if we can get this to be a bit easier at some point. Like maybe let him level up or something. See, look, their encryption is now only solid relative to our code breaking. Before, it was higher, wasn't it? Oh, no, it's the same. Dancing plague is a phenomenon that's erupted in random places and random times along history. What? Like, I can understand that as a mythological, like, cultural story, but as an actual real thing, it's not a real thing, is it? Oh, look at these bastards. Look at this. Look, I'm telling you guys, we got to be quick with this. All right, start the survey, bros. Let's go. This is a full-on race here. I think we win, though, because they don't put their construction ship here in time. Let me be clear. We win as long as I'm allowed to buy this. Can I queue it up and see how much it would cost? No. I don't want to move him either. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. The bow section of a First League cruiser has been discovered. There's sufficient debris nearby to account for the rest of the ship, but what little remains is very poor condition. The hull's been riddled with holes with what appears to be a mass driver projectile.
Situation log updated.
Alright, you're gonna go off. Oh my god, you still want to do this? Okay, fine. This poor construction ship's just been waiting the whole time. I guess I'll put him on the star, right? Oh no, you can queue it up. You can queue it up. Right, so when he gets the next system, we'll see. Don't care about sprawl. Expand more. You have tons of influence. Build up alloy and admin for further expansion. Okay. I'll go with research station output right now. It feels all very peaceful and very calm and very simple at the moment. Right, so we got a free building because of that city we made. So let's put some administrative offices on there. And I'm going to make an industrial district as well. God, my people want so many consumer goods. Okay, I'm running out of minerals here, though. Pretty bad. Let's spend some money and just buy some. It would cost 9k for that. Let's buy 1k. Let's buy 2k. Where do all my minerals go? I'm consuming 72 from jobs. And I'll be consuming even more in a minute. So we probably want some mining districts. The thing is, do I not have the population to work them? Available jobs, 1. See? Oh god, how's this syndicate going? Are they going to do something? Criminal syndicate branch office plus 25. Should I build a precinct house here instead? Like the Octathon monument? Decrease crime and spawn defense armies. It is the capital, so having some defense armies there might be fun.
Special project complete.
The archaeological expedition to the First League cruiser has returned. Little of use could be found within the ruined vessel, but the archaeologists did manage to recover its crew manifest. The First League called upon all of its member worlds to staff the Grand Navy, their joint starfleet. And through the manifest, we have learned that the crew of this particular cruiser was made up of individuals from 12 different species. God damn. Yeah, I wonder how far away from the galactic community and all that shit we are still. Right, okay, he's waiting. So how much is he going to cost? Build starbase. I know I can't because we're not surveyed. I just want to see what the preview of the price would be. I swear I saw that a second ago. When I click this guy and I right-click the star, I could see the preview, right? So why can't I see the preview this time? Because it's because it's too far? I don't know. What's the story there? There's no alien vessels here anymore, which is actually kind of bad because it means that they're done surveying probably. We can still just wait. Wait, he's actually playing Stellaris? God, I've been checking every night. Now that it finally happens, I need early sleep. Well, no worries. You'll find it on my second channel. Or, yeah, you can just watch the VOD. If you need sleep, man. Don't worry about it.
System survey complete.
Right, so to the person who gave me advice a second ago. Oh, what's this about the Dancing Plague? The Dancing Plague of 1518 was a case of dancing mania that occurred in Strasbourg in the Holy Roman Empire from July to September. Somewhere between 50 and 400 people took to dancing for days. The thing is, like, what is the source on that? Is that just testimony through the years? I mean, is it verified first-party sources? I mean, come on, we're talking about an event 600 years in the past. How well qualified are we to know how real that was? I mean, really? You think with the immense population that's on planet Earth now and diversity of experience people can have now, and where there are no dancing plagues, that it probably isn't what it was being chalked up to be? Maybe the star itself needs to be scanned, or it only shows the option if you can afford it. See, that's my fear. I think I'm wondering if I can maybe not afford it. Let's just keep the administrative capacity nice and high. We caught the funk. I want to believe it's real. Okay. Okay, it's real. Oh, no, I had to scan the start. Okay, here you go. Alright, it's not that bad. 270 influence. It's pretty pricey. But I can justify it among the Senate. Or, sorry, the royal chambers. The royal houses. The upper courts. We can do it. It's fine. Okay. Let's build this research station. And then let's go to get that starbase. This is one of our L gates. I want to watch it out.
System survey complete.
Okay, he can finally build. And these guys are off into the great unknown. Let's tick up to fast. We're starting to get a bit of a food crisis. Okay, we've received a communique. The Divine Molinarch Commonwealth. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in. Okay, alright, chat. Here's what I want to ask. Here's what I'm definitely out of first contact, right? Have any of you had a first contact war? Have any of you been shot at during first contact, you know, diplomacy? Have you had a first contact planetary invasion? Is any of that happening in the vanilla game at the moment? I know that no one's made a mod for it. Is that still supported by... As far as I can see, it probably is still supported. It sounds like all they did was just make the first contact event a little bit longer and put some frills on it, really, with the whole espionage thing. But yeah, anyone who actively plays the game, are you having those experiences? If you're not having those experiences, I will definitely still continue to work on my mod. It was just one of many Dancing Mania events. Well, yeah, I mean, look, I mean, throughout all of human history, a legend about a dance sickness and how it's, you know, contagious. I mean, this is a deeply social phenomenon, you know? Like, people like to dance around other people that are dancing, and over hundreds of years and hundreds of societies, it's gonna blip up. You've space traveled battled in first contact. What's the context there? What's the idea? What's the full story of your experience with that? You're the only one I can see that said it. I bring greetings. Okay, whatever. I still don't care about what you say. I only care about what you are, which is fanatic spiritualist and militarist. Keep to yourself. Goodbye. What I think I want to do more than anything else is make an early game mod. First contact hostilities and tension being a part of it, but the other part of it being just smaller little things you can do with patrolling ships and stuff in the early game. You are kind of in a war state until one party discovers the other.
Complete.
Right, yeah, so is the game fully supporting and accepting the idea of that? And why did it happen? Because you shot at them? We should play some bastards in a minute and just see what happens. Oh good, another colony. You know what I like? I'd like the game to by default just show off my science ships as they move to new worlds, new systems. Thanks for the subs, Samifigi GW. It's good to see you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Oh, what happened here? Missing in action? Why? It's not this system. Huh? The icy embrace returns in blah blah blah. It's our construction ship. It's not this Oh, it's this construction ship. Wait, why are we being kicked out? What? Why are you returning home? Survey this. I don't understand. What happened there? And why is our construction ship just disappeared? I don't have another one in position to get back there.
Construction complete.
Theories? If you instantly move your fleet or have it in the area, you can shoot them down before one finishes the first contact mission. Yeah, that's what, that's how it was pre-Nemesis 2. How did your war end? Did your war end abruptly when someone opened communications? What happened at that point? From Wiki, although numerous incidents of dancing plague were recorded, the best document cases are outbreaks in 1374 and 1518, for which there is abundant contemporary evidence. Okay, so contemporary meaning of that time, meaning not very scientific? I don't know, I don't believe it, guys. I don't believe it. He was doing anomalies, I think. Dude, the guy that saw First Contact, just bomb me with information, walls of text on what your fighting in First Contact was like. I may be wrong, but if an enemy fleet is set to hostile and your construction ship is evasive, they will flee. The hostiles may have then just left instantly. Right, they will flee, that's true, but I won't be able to instantly FDL jump away. It would manually path away.
Anomaly found.
We've stumbled upon a faint alien signal. Only takes a couple of days. It's a routine search. And besides, I got my fleet here. It's one well-guarded science ship.
Incoming transmission.
We might be okay. Oh my god. What is this? We aim to establish an embassy on Gork for the future benefit of the Monarch's Scion diplomacy. Embassies. These guys are evangelizing zealots. I mean, sure, why not? Can I establish embassies on people? We only have second-hand intel on their diplomatic pacts. Nice to see this is just as messy as it ever was. Yeah, it just closed borders, no aggressions allowed anymore. I didn't play much before the patch, so I don't know if I had much time to talk about new stuff. Yeah, that's all pre-patch stuff. It sounds like the behavior's the same. It sounds like Paradox didn't do enough to fix some of the inherent problems with the old mod, and they didn't address the pain points either that it was trying to do. So in truth, I shouldn't have been too dismayed about their updates to First Contact, because they didn't really seem to do anything. There's also a new First Contact available that wasn't just communication spreader. Really, was there? Okay, I don't know how the what was that system we just saw? Okay, some kind of fungal. Someone in the Ithor system. Excuse me? Excuse me? You came through the Alpha Refuge. Oh, we need another construction ship. Let's get another construction ship. Let's get another science ship. I've got to survey these and build these. I'm not letting them have that shit. This is my territory, man. I'm going right up next to the robots. You can't stop me. They're probably trying to claim this as well. Let's not assign an envoy because, like, what's the point? Oh, I'll try it. Why not? Let's see. Difficulty 5, hard. Why do I have a 1 skill bonus? What? I don't get insights, skill bonus. There's a lot going on here. Alright, ancient life pod. An abandoned life pod was detected in orbit. It's covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the baited switch managed to open the pod, revealing withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or a revered leader. Okay, let's get our XP gain. Sign a new scientist. Oh, this is new. Hold on, I don't know what the fuck that is. Spark of Genius. It's not ideal because it's not actually a science ship trait, but whatever. You're going to survey here. You're going to survey here. Okay, now, what is this? Suspect plot uncovered. Our operatives in the Lavis Combine have uncovered suspect evidence that the Nutzar consciousness mean to deceive us in the near future. We have no exact details of the apparent scheme yet, but it looks to involve manipulating our existing relationships, undermining agreements of trust, and our very way of life. Spymaster Candia advises caution, however, as the ease by which we came across this information is fairly suspect. Hold on. These guys are suggesting that these guys want to deceive us. These guys are the ones that... I mean, it's a hive mind. Choose your words carefully. You stand before us all. I love that. Oh, wow, the dialogue disappeared as well. Do you see that? That was good. A hive mind on an Earth-like planet. That's cool. Why would they want to do that? Okay, if I say the outrage cannot be tolerated, my opinion of them goes down. Wow, hold on. Pre-patch, I never had an opinion, did I? Like, not in a formal number, I think. So I can just tank my own opinion of them if I want to. Oh, sorry. No, no, no. The Scythius dynasty's opinion. So that is us. Yeah, okay. But we gain unity? Or we could just ignore it. Let's just click it and see what happens. Okay, I don't like you anymore, then that's a consciousness. But it says it's fairly suspect. But I mean, how does this work? I mean, are they just... That putting that in red, is that meant to be like a game thing where it's like, okay, look, ignore the flavor, the mechanic is that this is not real? Because, I mean, where's the fun in that if they just tell you that it's not real? Maybe it's just like a percent chance kind of thing. I'll say the outrage. Why not? Let's try it. Let's be outraged.
We have mastered a new technology.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around. That's what this is. Right, new technology. Naval capacity from soldiers. Defense army damage. Oh my god, terraforming already? Let's unlock planetary capitals. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Now
We have mastered a new technology.
You're going to go over there to the Mu Menace system. Okay, so we get strike craft. Let's unlock destroyers. It's only 4,000. Okay.
System survey complete.
This was the construction ship that was missing in action. He's back now. And that's fine. We can just plot him over here and just have him assist with all those jobs at this point. His usefulness is running out. This guy's still on his way. This is still just a science ship. Now this is a known empire. See, what I kind of want to do, I like the experience of a space race where I haven't communicated with them anymore. I don't want to do outright war. But if this was first contact diplomacy right now, I could choose to shoot these bitches down. Not as my empire is, obviously. I don't have the right first contact policy. I'm not allowed to pick a different one because we are isolationist xenophobes. However, if I was a little bit more militaristic, that would be a cool option, and that would allow me to claim the system instead of them. And I kind of like the idea of like a really dynamic game where that's going on a lot in the early game. before formal diplomacy takes over, it's like a Wild West, you know? As it stands, I've just kind of got to sit here and hope. What I can also do is survey some of these other frontier systems, which maybe we can claim for ourselves later, but I'd rather not have to battle on 2 fronts. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I doubt that's a First League thing. If that's a First League thing, I kind of want it. But again, it's kind of rough. Really, the ORIM system is the main one that we want. There's a really cool mod, by the way. Has anyone in chat tried it? It's called Dynamic Hyperlanes. And what it does is every now and then it shuffles the hyperlanes. So you might build ORIM now, and it's like, okay, this is quintessentially, this is the system. You're not going to want any other systems here, ever, in the campaign. And that's a bit binary, right? So it can be like a thing where in 50 years, these hyperlanes are going to shuffle, and you don't know what the new connections are going to be. And now you're, you know... That's both opportunity and that's vulnerability, you know, and you can reconfigure star bases and stuff. I think it's a really cool idea for a mod. I don't know how it plays, though. I've never played it. I don't know whether it happens too regularly, whether it's unpredictable, whether you have to customize and configure it to an insane degree just to get it to a balanced, fun state. Yeah, people recommend the mod very, very much. There's another really good mod, which adds a bunch of systems that don't have stars in them, so you can't claim them, and it basically creates this idea of wild space. So you know how in a lot of games like this, it will be set on a planet? You know, it will be like all of Europe, or the whole planet Earth. You know what adds a lot of geography there? It's oceans, you know? So there are points where... Like, what's going to happen in a minute is I'm boxed in. So really, I'm just going to be having wars with the Lavis Confine, the Prime Continuum, except not, because they're a fallen empire, and then these guys. And that's kind of it. There's not much going on. In a lot of other games, though, I'd be on an ocean, and like some of my ships could sail out, and I would be able to interact and trade with a ton of people. And like, you know how these guys asked for an alliance with me a second ago? That might be a really fun, meaningful alliance if there was geography for it, if there was an idea of oceans. So what this mod does is it adds a bunch of like ocean essentially to the central core, so everyone connects through the middle. And then it also does the same with nebulae as well. So like this nebula, it would extend out here. It's like a lake sort of thing. And then there's this one and this one. And that's a really good mod. I kind of wanted to try both. I think that would do some incredibly profound stuff for space geography there. You know, where the hyperlanes shift every now and then, and you've also got these just big, amazing like bodies of water, so to speak. So there's a lot more interaction. That early game feel lasts a lot longer. I really think just those 2 experiences could just make Stellaris so good. I haven't played either of them though. I've spent more time focusing on ground combat and first contact. And getting nowhere with it. Don't the gates portals sort of have a mechanic like that? They do, you're right, but they're a lot more binary. And also, you know, they're locked behind a ton of technologies and stuff. The gate system's a good idea. I mean, you might have stumbled upon something, a very simple mod that makes the gates... well, I mean, I'm talking about wormholes now. I don't know, maybe just a campaign where you've got a fuck ton of wormholes generating is fun. But it's like one system to one system, so it doesn't quite do what you'd want it to do. I don't know. It's interesting. If you didn't generate border friction through wormholes, if you couldn't send troops through, but you could send envoys and science mission ships and stuff, if it was that, and then there was no border friction, so you always had like favorable relations with people on the other side, you know, if they were like supply... I don't know. Wormholes is like something that Paradox could have gone further with, I think. And the gates. And then the L gates as well. It's just... There's something there. There is something there. There's probably some really, really beautiful, like, efficient concept that you can just plop in and it just works. I haven't spent much time thinking about that, though. If you find them, they're a little rare. Well, yeah, but I mean, on Galaxy Generation, you can affect incident rate of wormholes. You can mess with that kind of stuff. The vessels detected in the Ithor system seem to be part of some sort of expedition across the galaxy, with purposes unknown. Oh, it's the traveling merchant guys from Megacorp. They've not made any hostile moves, nor is there any heavy weaponry in evidence. Instead, they seem to be broadcasting repetitive but not particularly content-filled signals in our general direction. Our envoy, Howen, is confused, but hopes that the broadcast will help our linguists translate the language. Nice. Can I see them? Please tell me I can see them. So I've got some fungal Caravaneers. Oh, I can't see them. This sucks. Let me see them. Right.
System survey complete.
Okay, buildings. One more administrative office, just so that we don't get bombed here. Yeah, I'm going to commit to it. And let's get another industrial district going. And let's get some mining going over here on beepers. Just to help, this is a bureaucratic center. A fucking tomb world orbiting a frozen rock. Challenging. Let's not research that. I want to keep the ball rolling here. Okay.
System survey complete.
This is him. He's just looking away here. Have we... Okay, good. We've surveyed Orim now. So he can now build this. So that's spent the influence right now. If I take that back, do I get my influence back? I'd best... Bloody well best do. Meanwhile, this system's surveyed. Maybe I should get Gemma. Don't know. Alright, what's going on here? This planet has clearable blockers that are preventing us from fully exploiting its resources. Well, sure, but I mean, I don't have the population running out of amenities. Hold on. Is there a blocker that I can clear that will, Sorry, no, it's not that. Where's the button? It frustrates me that the button isn't obvious right now. Features. Is there anything underneath that allows me to just put a city on it? Or whatever? I guess so. These settled ruins? Very cheap to clear. Possibly won't take too long. As we've gathered more material on the Mu Menace, our linguists have been surprised at the fast pace of their progress. It seems that, if they are right, these aliens share much of our own outlook on the world and the galaxy as a whole. Of course. Why would they not abhor the Xeno? So yeah, we both hate aliens together. There's not much friendship in that though, is there really? That's the thing about life, guys. If you have things in common with people that are negative things, you just spiral into shit. You want to find things in common that like you're relishing together. Otherwise there's not much good that comes from it. There you go, a little bit of life advice for you guys. I'm sure you all need it. And I'm sure I am the ultimate authority on giving that kind of stuff. Look at these guys. Well, don't worry. They're going to be cut out soon. You ain't got nowhere to go soon, buddy. The Nibvamblia. Hold on. Look. We lost our science ship there because they expanded. Oh, shit. Okay, so... They probably just put a construction ship here to claim this. Now, the construction ship is going to be delayed, claiming these other bodies, celestial bodies. Our guy has got to get to Orim in that time. I really think this is so awkward. I hate this shit. Can't you just make them fly out, Paradox? I mean, really? So can he get there in time is the question, basically. I hope he can. I haven't researched, or I don't even know whether I'd have the possibility of researching better thrusters and stuff at this point. As a bureaucratic center, what does this mean? Bureaucrat jobs are cheaper. Pop ethics shift chance reduced. I don't know about all that. We have 61 in our population. And there's been 0 action so far. Let's go up to slow instead of slowest. Let's be xenophobe. We are xenophobe. You want to be militarist is what you want to be. You want to see some action. You want to be militarist. Are you using any mods that require admin centers? You have a high enough admin cap as it is. No. We're prepping because we're about to jump to collect this system really far away. And that's going to add Empire Sprawl. As far as I remember, that's how the system works. I've actually got anxiety right now watching and hoping that this goes. Also, why is the screen so... It never used to be like this. It never used to be jumpy as you were in the hyperlane. Go, 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 my little ship. Contacts. Unavailable. Oh, that's relative. Oh, these guys are inferior. Why do I know that? So that's why you want to be friends, because you've got no friends, because you're weak. Technology inferior, economic power inferior, fleet power we don't know. But if... See, this is the problem with these. I mean, if I know that their tech is weaker than mine, and if I know that their economy is weaker than mine, I know that I can spam more advanced ships in their face, and they're not going to be fleet superior to me, are they? In what world do we see this where that is like overwhelmingly against me, you know? In what world does that exist? So therefore, this may as well not be obfuscated. Right? Am I crazy, chat? If you want, you can change the planet symbols to show the designation in the outliner settings. Show colony designation icons. Oh, wow. So this is a colony, these are bureaucratic centers. Oh, that's cool. I'll keep it this way for now. I think I prefer these for from an RP perspective, but we can change that going forwards. It's not totally vanilla. I have a planet view mod on. Okay, you can build this research station. You can build this starbase. You can build this mining station, and then you can prep that starbase.
System survey complete.
Okay, well, that's fine. Now you can start surveying all of this space, which is what we're interested in nabbing. Actually, do you know what? I kind of want to... Let's cancel that. What I'd like to do, actually, is survey this, 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 and this. Oh, shit. My shift key is like... I have to really press it in, otherwise it's going to mess up. So my guess is that someone's flying through the Alpha Refuge, obviously. And I don't want them flying through and grabbing this over here. Okay, there we go. We're here. I don't see any of their fleets. Looking good. I think we got it, guys. Nice. I'm going to clear away these ruins in a minute. We still got such a good stockpile of these that I'm not very worried about them right now. Buildings Federation perks. Yeah, I haven't played Federations either, by the way, so when we get to all that stuff, that's all going to be new to me as well. We've managed to decipher the confusing, repetitive messages, and it turns out they were commercial advertisements. Who would have thunk it? Apparently, they call themselves the Vengralian Tyrium, and are part of a group of spacefaring traders that make a living by offering the best deals, or whatever they claim to be the best deals, to whichever civilization they happen to be visiting at the time. True to form, it appears they're attempting to contact us. On screen. There we go. We have finished a first contact procedure. Okay, what did I get from that, though? Why would I do this? Just let them do it to me, right? What's the value? Maybe it's just that I'm a xenophobe, so there's no value. But maybe on the other empire types, it feels like there is one. But then that's weird, because it's like, you know, your punishment for being like inward perfection is less envoys. But if there's absolutely no necessity to have them early anyway. Well, I don't know, but envoys are being used after first contact. Greetings, certified Caravaneer traders of the Caravaneers. I got a lot of achievements to earn from these guys. We teach Xenos how to earn a substantial additional income by working from home. But you seem to be doing well for yourself already. Whenever we enter your territory, we'll offer you an exclusive deal. Unfortunately, our ships are outside your territory at the moment, but we look forward to doing business in the future. In the meantime, do not hesitate to contact us, but be aware that incoming calls will be rerouted to the Caravaneers, blah, 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 the Coalition. Okay, next time, maybe.
Construction complete.
Did I miss that? They usually visit your homeworld. Okay. Here you go, the Trade League. Wait. He looks completely different to what we were talking to a second ago. He's a dwarf. Huh? Sapiens with psychological profiles particularly vulnerable to addictive activities are advised to stay away from the slots and reliquaries. So I've never actually done this. Play the slots. Spin the reels for caravan coins. Okay, I gotta buy some caravan coins. Dude, 2,600 energy credits. Check caravan coins account. Alright. Let me check my account. I have 8,000. Okay, play the slots. Pull the lever. One after another, the reels come to a halt, and the reels get their pearlescent finish from a marrow of the last. I don't think I got anything. Okay, let's open a reliquary. This is like a loot box, right? Oh, I can't buy one? I need more caravan coins. Let's play the slots again. Go. Nothing. I can't afford it now. What a rip. Unbelievable. Should I only play the slots when they, So the game here is to get to end game where I have infinite money and make sure these guys are still alive. Make sure nobody's fucked them up. Right, I'll do that later. Okay. So volatile motes. I need a certain technology to be able to research these, right? Is anyone warring over shit like this at the moment? Or are they just trading them? What's the emphasis on that as far as the game's currently concerned? Let's do the leapfrog technique. Now, we could create a colony, but I want to be cautious of my sprawl. He's almost done. Ready?
Construction complete.
Boom, baby. Suck it. Now, sure, you can have basically the entire cluster, but you're not getting the back half. This is mine. You know, you have your whole little island, but I have a section of it. Alright, spoken like a true Brit there. Sorry to the Irish. So I'll take this now, I guess, and just... let's grab our stuff. Let's upgrade the star port into star base. And we'll put some carriers on it, because carriers are fun. Now, what is this? Is he doing something? What's this bar? Oh, that's his skill bar. He's got no orders. Okay, Monin. Sorry, you can now finally get back to these. Do the anomaly. And do this anomaly. Just do those two for now. Meanwhile, this guy, once he's done with that, we'll grab someone else, because obviously we've got this last system. There's no pirates. What's going on? There's no pirates at all. Oh, hold on though. That's because I've not been building up trade value, right? By upgrading systems. I should at least have upgraded the starports in the planetary systems. So let's upgrade that one. And that one. How many star bases can I have? 5. Does it go up by 1 with every colony? And that one. And we'll put some trade hubs around. And then this one's obviously getting built up as well. Okay, so We'll start building those. I was very late on that. I've been playing this very inefficiently in terms of that. Forgetting that. I do have a construction ship doing nothing. Who is it? It's you? Okay, so build. You've returned. I guess just go to dry dock. I don't know if that's reducing my upkeep or it only does that later. We may as well upgrade as well. Why not? It's not like the starport's doing anything else at the moment.
System survey.
Upgrading kind of got really wonky for a while. I wonder how it feels now. Also, surely I actually have... Oh, wow, I don't. I could swap the... Oh, yeah, there you go. Crew quarters, yeah. So it is cheaper. See, I kind of don't like the crew quarters because it stops you doing fun things with patrolling because it is more efficient to just sit back. I never bought a hydroponics farm. Yeah, we need to keep the trade hub and keep... all that's got to be the same. Okay. Good amount of money and energy here.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Good. He said that so ominously, I thought the sentence there was, our ships have been destroyed.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Fine.
We have mastered a new technology.
Just let them do it to me? What are you quoting me saying? Got to build more potato farms to feed the citizens. You know, there is a mod. You see that the representation for food is an apple, that green apple. There's a mod that changes the green apple to a carrot, and it's like one of the top mods on the workshop. That's all it does. It's just a new representation. I could definitely do a potato. That's the kind of fun, weird little thing I could have done with my previous series. I don't know. If someone makes the mod, I'll install it. If somebody makes... It would literally just be the most simple kind of mod you could do. You would just swap the graphic. But, yeah, if someone provides me that icon even, I'll do it. But otherwise... seems a bit unnecessary. I mean, money is good, right? Wow, FDL inhibitors already. FDL inhibitors already. I'm not going to have a single conflict, and we're immediately going to be in FDL combat. FDL inhibited combat, I should say. Okay, we've seen something. Oh my god, it's a space alien, finally. Well, we're not going to be able to do anything there then. We ran away, right? Please tell me I don't have a ship here anymore. This would be something we could fight. They're a little bit strong. Row Menace. So this was another variety. Huh. Right, let's put Howen on. Whoa. Okay. The Row Menace. Investigate. I'm brought to the situation log, which is the wrong place. I should be on anomaly. No. Yeah, that's fine. Row Menace. Show first contact for the Row Menace. Row Menace, stage 2. There you go. Howen. That's weird. The outline there is not... Is it always the same outline? That's not representative at all. It shouldn't be, right? Really? If you want to be excited about who's inside the ship. What is Howen doing? These are just monsters. What is he doing? This is like a scientist would figure this out. Not an envoy. I mean, so what, envoys are just like language specialists to a certain degree? That's fine. I don't mind that wormhole. And even having the monsters there kind of defends it to a certain degree. Oh, God. Do I put this on chat? You know what? Putting this to chat will really reveal whether we have any Stellaris players in chat. Okay, the probability conundrum. We've got a report from Science Officer Monan, as always. It seems that a ceramic container is circling the star Sabik. Most peculiar. It should obviously not be there, yet somehow it has managed to find its way into a close orbit. A special project can be issued to investigate the container and try to deduce how it ended up there. Alright guys, do we investigate the ceramic container? Tab over. And, what on earth could that be? Do we investigate or leave it? Polls up. It will take a few seconds probably on your end. Oh, no. You'll see it earlier because of stream delay. Alright, go on then, guys. So vote away. Alright, everyone wants to investigate. Okay. I wonder if that has revealed anything about how many Stellaris players there are. Alright. Oh, it's in the situation log. Is it just going to take my department away? Oh, no. Yeah, the scientist can do it. I'll throw it to the front of the queue. Okay. You know, this game really needs an in-game tutorial for that. Oh, shit. Oh, good. As crime levels continue to drop on Gork, the local authorities have been able to focus their efforts on thwarting the illegal enterprises operated by the Lavis Combine on the planet. A large number of arrests have been made, forcing the criminal branch office out of business. So it's closed. That was so easy though. All I did was build one precinct house. We no longer have expropriation against them. Does that harm my relations with them? I thought having an enterprise on the planet was actually kind of a good thing in some ways. And I could have just been chill about it. Should I build this? I kind of want to claim back into that. Oh, mind you, this is now not... there's no big penalty here. Let's claim it. Why not? He's not doing anything else. And then go back and... well, actually, let's have him... Oh, he's already building it. Okay, perfect.
Construction complete.
Declare rivalry. Who are you? Why do you want to be my rival? Oh, I see why you want to be my rival. Yeah, right. You want to be rivals? Let's be rivals. Give me that juicy influence. Where are you? Build spy network. I guess I'll have to wait. Oh, we are focusing on our inward perfection and have little interest in diplomacy with other empires. So I can't actually declare a rivalry at all. Guys, it's an espionage and spy expansion, and it's a diplomacy and federation expansion, and you, Twitch chat, you put us onto fucking inward perfection xenophobes. You did this. Well, actually, I did inward perfection, but you guys did the fucking fanatical xenophobe pacifists. God damn it. Actually, this is kind of nice because it sort of allows us to sort of take it at a breadcrumb sort of bite-sized level. All right. Fantastic. Why are you not building? Build. Immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Lisak 4's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere. Hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. The science officer is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, they elaborate. Shadow casting. The elaborate shadow casting myself. See, here's the thing as well. None of our colonies have got interesting stories. Do you guys remember at Vanilla, where, like, there'd be a lot more, like, colonization stuff, it felt like? You know, like the moving trees and the giants and, like... There's not enough of that in the game. That's what my ground combat mod was going to do. It was going to add a bunch of other, like, special armies like those giants and Titanic life and stuff.
Anomaly found.
That you can fight and interact with. You know, moles bursting up from under the surface. I feel like that's all stuff you want on your first few colonies. We've detected life signs coming from beneath the barren and lifeless surface of the moon. What matter of organism could possibly live there? What manner of organism? That's weird, actually. Is that the mole story that I literally just alluded to? Okay, build the starbase. Go.
Construction complete.
You. Let's science over here. And then I'm guessing by the time we get to this choke point, something's going to happen. I see someone's border there. Do I know who that is? That's really crazy. I see a border, but not...
Complete.
Oh, shit. Is that their border? Oh, I think it is. I think these guys are more boxed in than you might expect. How little do they like me? They're equivalent.
Construction complete.
I didn't have a little pop-up that said, oh, you've learned that they're equivalent. Oh. Oh, I see a little bit more how about envoys work. So you can actually send 3 envoys at once. It is what I said earlier. Well, no, 2. Because you wouldn't be doing both of these at once. You can have a guy... Okay. Openly harming relations. Openly improving them. Or like conducting espionage. How's our espionage going now? I could gather more information. How hard is this still? It's still hell difficulty. I wonder if another nation has a lower one. I also wonder if I don't know actually. None of these really work. I was gonna say I wonder if one of these is good for spies and stuff. All right, faith in science. Pops working with research are cheaper. We also get 10% research speed, and then we also get an ascension perk. 3 perks in 1. Okay, guys, what do you think? What are we interested in? Another 2 edicts. Admin cap. Clear blocker. Plus make our colonies bigger. Gain unity. Rare technologies and research speed. Starbase capacity plus 5. This one feels a bit weird. Influence cost and claim cost going down. Nihilistic acquisition. Oh, look at this. Encryption plus 2. Oh, enigmatic engineering's different now. What this meant before was that you couldn't reverse engineer debris technology. I guess they changed it with the patch. Steal technology operations will automatically fail when used against us, and debris from our destroyed ships cannot be studied by other empires. So that's still there. They just added to it. Encryption plus 2. Right, so where's my encryption? Oh wow, that's called society management. Perhaps I see it when I'm in the espionage screen. None of them like us. We're just keeping to ourselves, guys. Well, except against these dudes. I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens with encryption plus 2. Enigmatic engineering. We'll see what happens. Okay, all of our star bases are dinged in now. Okay, so I'm gonna put a trade hub. And I'm gonna put... Well, 2 trade hubs. It depends how spread out our systems are. So we've got a colony here, a colony here. One collection range is fine. We probably don't even need to do that. You could do shipyards. Maybe I'll leave the modules for a second. It's just going to be a waste of resources and upkeep. We could do a... mind you, there's nothing fun for star bases right now. I'll just do 2 trade hubs. I'm sure that's in excess. Oh. Okay, the slot is queued it, I was going to say. I thought I'd been reading the amount of alloys we had wrong, and that would have been very bad. Okay. Right, we'll see where they go. He's still on his way up. It would be so cool if on the galaxy map, this hyperlane that you went through, they always look flat. If it was actually angled up, you know, like ramped up to regards to the galaxy map position, it wouldn't have any gameplay impact. It would just be another little thing that plays a bit with a third dimension, you know, which realistically a lot could be happening, you know. But isn't a thing in this game. And that's fine, it doesn't have to be. That's an example of something that I think is complete, you know, I'm quite inspired about a lot of stuff, and then there's just things that are too big, and it's like, you don't really need to worry about that. I never actually collected this little bit of energy here. Maybe that just spawned in as a result of an event. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surfaces. As best as we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there's evidence to suggest they possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Their tunneling efforts have shuffled large amounts of valuable minerals to the surface. So there's actually 3 minerals there. Okay, let's speed this up slightly. So what year are we on now? We're on 2235. When was the bomb gonna go off? Do you guys remember? Something's preventing our scans. Let's research that. There's also the fossilized remains to figure out here at Doomsday too. Okay, the crystals. The irregularity we had designated as the Rho Menace appears to be made of some crystalline material. Curiously, it seems to be able to propel itself across the void and protect itself when necessary, indicating it may be alive. Our researchers are working hard to find out more.
Construction complete.
It's interesting what that does to the borders there. Oh god. The Damama sovereignty? Yeah, that's them. They've laid claim to the system I literally just grabbed. They're pissed that I just took that.
The despicable Xenos have declared war.
Oh god. Oh, they want them both. I just realised it's not trade hubs we wanted here anyway. It's hangar bays. Okay, I don't know whether they're using shields or what. Let's kill their hit points though with the disruption field generator. Alright, we're gonna have a fight here. I don't know what will happen. They're obviously feeling confident. They're gonna waste time in this star here. and then we'll go. Okay. What is better for me? I just want to defend, really. Am I more likely to succeed in that defense if I take an easier war goal? That's correct, isn't it? Like, I don't need to make claims on them and shit. I just want to defend my territory. So if humiliating them means it's easier to just defend my territory and end the war, then I'm happy with that. Can anyone in chat give me a little bit of advice there? Is it best to pick humiliate just for that, or is imposing my ideology? I may as well do it since they're fighting me anyway, and no matter what happens. Do you guys get what I mean? It's like, to rephrase that. All I want to do is end the war with these two systems. Which is the easiest way to do that? Humiliate or impose ideology? And if there is an answer to that question, if you can explain why. I'm guessing it's just humiliate. Or should I even go even further and start taking claims as well? Does anybody know? Also, the alien mural. While conducting scans on the surface of Lisak 6, Science Officer Duyasen and the crew of the ISS Other Side discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We've prepared a special project to translate the text.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know if it makes a difference. Maybe someone with more experience might know. Yeah, I don't know. I think we might have scared off the people who have experience with Stellaris here. I'm going to go with my gut, which is just, let's just humiliate. So that we don't need... It's like we can achieve our war goals with just 160 acceptance here. I could also just cede the planets. I could just immediately surrender if I want. They just want the two systems. But I've claimed the space and I'll fight for it. Let's see here. Unknown, unknown, unknown. Now, does that mean actually that they're stronger because otherwise I would know? Or is that just because I never sent any envoys or whatever? Sue for Peace just brings this page up. We've developed many new weapons of war that need field testing. Please, thank you for this opportunity. We currently have tense relations. Last month it changed by -20. We can only speculate as to their reasons. Oh, I think I know. Okay. So let's push these belligerent jerks back, shall we? Now, this is my territory. The problem is my fleet is not ready to get there. They're on their way, but they're very, very far away. We're going to have some losses. This construction ship may as well not bother anymore. I mean, maybe he can, because it will take them some time to destroy the stations. But realistically, let's just get him out of the line of fire here and just move him. We might lose a system here. And really, it's just a question of, can I get the hangar bays up? How long would upgrading this take as well? I don't know. A whole year. Are their fleets going to be here by the end of the year? They probably will be. So we may be getting ready to lose our first war here. Let me check as well real quick. Our edicts. Starbase upgrade speed. We could double it. So we could actually get it done in 6 months. And it would increase our cap as well. So we could turn off the research subsidies. Throw and fortify the border. And upgrade it. Oh, minus 50%. I guess I read that wrong. Anyway. It's not 360 days now. So yeah, my fleets are just very far away. What I would really like is to have the fleets at Orim fighting alongside the 480 strength spaceport. which is getting its hangar base. But whether we'll get there, I don't know. The enemy might actually head straight for Orim. That would tactically be the best thing for him. But I don't know whether he has sensors into our systems and stuff right now. I don't have sensors into his.
Construction complete.
So I'd assume they're a little bit later. I don't know how science ships work at the moment. Don't science ships let you scan neighboring stuff? All that technology might be a bit late game. I don't know. There's a lot of fun things about the geography, which I loosely remember. Meanwhile, let's get that research going. You see how in my YouTube series, I managed to get us to a place of like a fight in like episode 2? For these streams, we've almost done 6 hours of Stellaris now, and only just are we having the first fight, which I'm woefully underprepared for. Sorry, let's get them to just grab this. Why not? Just do a little bit of cleaning up. And then grab this. And then grab this. We have no way of collecting this trade value without a starport over there. I might go for it. We'll see. The other thing I kind of want to do is check my trade routes. I don't remember how to get to them, though. On the starport UI, maybe? A new communique. The United Pobolin Planet States. Ugh. A despotic hegemony. They're a little bit like us. Do not interfere with us, aliens. They'll be far away, right? I want this whole sector. If they win this, then I'll just go for Suyo. They don't have a claim on Suyo. So depending on how this war ends up. I mean, if they start sending their fleets to rampage through, I'll just surrender. But again, we're getting there. We're getting closer. Ah! Whoops. Keep going. Hate that shit. It's so annoying. I just want to mouse around and look at stuff. Those guys have just closed their border to me straight away. Astounding news! Deep scans have revealed the unexpectedly large, solid core of this planet to be covered with the compressed remnants of a sprawling medical complex millions of years old. Though intense mantle pressure of the gas giant severely limits the amount of data we can extract from the core surface, the science officer reports that the hidden structures match, beyond a doubt, the technology used in the L gates. Ah, so we get an L gate in sight. Oh my god, and some natural gases. Exotic gases, sorry. Natural gas.
Construction complete.
Okay. Let's get those trade hubs going. Didn't really help our money too much. Wow, did you actually do a prediction by yourself? I did! I did! I don't know whether we'll get there, though, because time has moved very slowly. I think we need to get to the 240s, don't we, for the bomb to blow up? Or was it the 250s? I can't remember how many years it was. It was like 42 years, wasn't it? So we're nearly at the 40th year. I kind of want to end the stream with it. If you don't, you can just refund the points. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I looked up a second ago. And people in chat told me. I tried to do a 30-minute voting period for everyone, but it didn't work out. So, apparently it's like a 10-minute cap. But I swear to God, Twitch itself told me that you can do more. Are you thinking of making some sort of Let's Play series for this game? Yeah, this stream is for funsies for me because I really like the game and I'm 2 expansions out of date. So I'm playing the 2 new expansions, learning about it, and then maybe I'll pick up some of my mod projects and look at Season 2. You find it quite difficult, but you'd listen to me explain it? Well, listen, last year I did do a series. If you type Wooden Potato Stellaris into YouTube, you'll see I already did a series. If you're a Guild Wars fan, it's very Guild Wars themed as well. So I explain all the basics there. It's just 2 expansions behind. It must have been 2 years ago. That series I shot right before Federations. It's now been Nemesis as well, so it must have been 2 years, right? But I thought last year was the year where I did the big video and I said I've got to try and play other games, blah, blah, blah. Did they do 2 expansions in 2 years? Do you think you can win or at least put up a good fight? You know very little about them, so it's a gamble. Let them take the systems, but build up your forces and go defensive before pushing them back. Yeah, I could do that as well. It all just depends on if my fleets get there. They're only a few jumps away. They might make it. Go, the troubled armada, go. What was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere have been identified as massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. The bones have been dated as at least 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that the place could have supported life on that scale at any point in the moon's history. Science officer Diozan has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery.
Situation log updated.
Okay, you guys do that now. Let's not fuck about with that. And let's go back to our ship. Wait, whoa. Why are you going that way? What happened with the what happened there? That was weird. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the little graphical element that I've got on the bottom right. I think that really works. I definitely should have put that on my YouTube video. You know what I could do as well is when our leader dies. What's her name again? I can't remember. When she dies, I can put
Special project complete.
the new leader on there. I kind of want to copy paste that element that's on the top right and move it down there as well. We've tried everything in order to find out how... Oh, here you go, guys. We've tried everything in order to figure out how the ceramic pot ended up in a stellar orbit. Maybe we're all crazy. Maybe it does not even exist. This here feels so, like, weirdly written. We tried calculating around those facts as well. We are done. There is nothing more we can do here. The only plus side to this is that we had tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions when we could not stomach to keep investigating that damn thing. Why? This is so weirdly localized, right? So there you go. Embrace the futility of life's questions. You did get us 150 influence. It's basically, it's just a coffee pot. You can't figure anything out about it. It's just a coffee pot. That's it. That's the whole story. WP, what monitors do you have? I have a ROG PG blah 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 9Q. And I also have an 8QR. One of them basically is a TN panel that can be used for 3D gaming. And the other one is an IPS panel that just has gorgeous colors. The 3D gaming one is basically one of the last 3D gaming monitors that was ever added. Ever produced. Added to the game of life. It seems like it really wants me to just put something in these starports, but I don't know what. I would almost just say like a resource silo, but...
System survey complete.
I mean, if I had a hyperline thing... Are these really all bad early game? I don't want to spend the alloys on it. I want to spend the alloys on more shit.
Construction complete.
Alright, the Roe Menace. Our researchers have finished investigating the reports of extraordinary free-floating, crystal-like objects observed in the Shrewdma system. The findings are startling. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging within the prisms indicate they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with extreme caution. We can deploy a fleet to gauge their strengths, should they possess any. Oh, wait, oh, this is how we choose what the old things were. Okay. Easy prey. Gain energy, gain minerals for every entity destroyed, any fleet destroyed. See, this thing here, you see this perk, plus 500 minerals for every entity destroyed. This is what I have to be careful of with my, like, when I did one of those mods that added like a bunch of space amoebas and Tiankis and stuff around. It was really fun, but it was also completely imbalanced because if you took this perk and there were loads of space cows around, well, it was just like this huge economical buff. So then I had to tweak that as well, and like there were a few things going on, but crystalline pacification, crystalline study. Let's try and pacify them. Does that mean we might be able to get them in our
The
fleets?
Xeno Empire has somehow deciphered our language.
Oh, what? That's not right. Don't give me that voiceover line. That's not appropriate for them. Alright, here we go. The war is coming. Let me just quickly check these construction ships. He's waiting. He can do stuff. What's that called? Mudstrom. So that's fine. Right, let's go into hyperspace. We're nearly here. One more jump and we're at Orim. Just one more. This event must be referenced to the Russell's Teapot. What's that story? Our continued studies of the massive skeletal remains have managed to shed some light on how the creature ended up on the moon. The science officer theorizes the creature passed through a gateway into another dimension, only to quickly perish in this hostile environment. Why it did this and where it came from are questions that may never be answered. So some of these events actually change the odds of what crisis you get at the end. Like one of the crises is interdimensional hoppers. And I don't know whether the more empires that do an event like that might change the odds of it or whatever.
System survey complete.
Alright. So we can defend 1,600, a bunch of carriers. I can start taking pot shots as well. Do you guys want to do that? Take some pot shots? I don't want to wear my guys down too much, though. Let's get 2 hangar bays on there as well. And a disruption field generator. Are there animations for the disruption field generators? The fact that this is at 1.6 and my fleet is only at 500 makes me really worried, to be honest, that their fleet is going to be way higher. How do I just end this war status quo? I mean, I'm fine to do that. I don't even need to humiliate them, really. The more time that passes, the more the war looks pointless if no participants are doing anything. And so I'll be able to set it at status quo. Like, this will probably take 1/5 of our health out.
Construction complete.
Let's see my guys coming in. Oh god, Gallus Voidfarers have been detected. How big are they? Oh shit, 1,115. Okay. Right, I kind of want to reverse course there then. Hold on. I'm not in combat yet, right? Oh, I am in combat. Shit. The timing on that was awful. Right as I entered combat, we got a scan picked up there. They're going to take this system. If my guys were there, we just about have it. Especially once these hangar bays come up. The only chance we've got is they might be enraged at my movements, and they might come at me. Alright, so let's just see what happens here. Also, signs of battle. There's evidence that a massive battle took place in close orbit.
Situation log updated.
Doesn't that system look really pretty? Alright, here we are. So what kind of shit are they using? I can't know. Our scanners can make no sense of the strange vessel. It has no armor, no shields. It's losing hull. It doesn't really seem to be able to shoot back too well. As soon as we take this out and we flip it. See, this is interesting as well. When it flips, the idea is like we've boarded it. Right, we want to go reinforce there, but I don't want to go through their space. Let's go through our space. If I can get there, if they can build this hangar bay.
We have mastered a new technology.
So there you go. So we added a hangar bay. If we can add another one, This already is enough to hold out against them. And then my fleet will reinforce it too. We should be fine. The game is, though, to watch them. And I don't know. We seem to have visibility on them. Where are they off to? They're stationary. Oh, they're moving. Where are they going? Radicule? Yeah, they're going to take this back. Now, if I return control, that won't count as a combat loss, right? And that will mean
Anomaly found.
I don't get penalized in war score for that, right? Or penalized so much. Let's see what happens. I will give it back to you. I'm actually winning the war right now, ever so slightly. Let's see what happens to our war score once that happens. I want to wait for them to enter the system. There they are. I'm leaving the system. Okay, so my guys are gone. Theirs are in. But before they kill my poor people... Yeah, that never impacted my war score there, see? So now they're like, oh, okay, all right, we've got it. Without any bloodshed, but therefore I don't get exhausted by that in any way. And now, actually, since their positioning has changed, we can enter orbit here. And see what they do. I bet they'll be too pussy to do anything. Oh, that's just the starbase. Yeah, I think they're fleeing. Okay, that's fine, and I'll just stall for time. I don't mind. Okay. Oh, and we found some Zero over here in this black hole. Not black hole. Tianoki Expanse. Does that mean that there's a bunch of Tianki here? I kind of want to go over there and have a look. Mining laser, 5,000 years ago. The massive script covers a large portion of the moon's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Some society research appears. I hope these guys don't get pissed and try and take advantage. I could build some new ships as well over at my shipyard. Because we're still fine on everything. It's just food and naval capacity. Consumer goods. Naval capacity, we can have at least 7 more ships. And again, I don't know whether this is... and we can even go over it. I don't know whether that's actually a bad... I don't know whether that's messing with the AI. Building slots +1. Oh, wow, that's interesting.
System survey complete.
Max
The
occupation.
misbegotten Xenos have declared war on us.
You
We have mastered a new technology.
You motherfuckers. I literally just said don't do that. What did I just say? I said don't do that. Alright, we're Germany in World War II now. We have 2 fronts. All the bloodshed's been on the Eastern Front so far. Alright. Very good. Okay, my fleet's repaired. We have more people. Yeah. Alright, we'll have to deal with this next time. I don't know how I'm going to deal with 2 wars at once. But I can tell you, this needs an upgrade, like, now. We still have the borders thing. We're going to have to figure out what we're doing with our fleet. If these guys will take status quo... What do these guys want with me? What are you fighting for? Oh, here we go. War goal. They just want to humiliate me? Just to undermine the regime and the populace's faith in their institutions? That's all you want to do? You just want to humiliate me? I mean, fine, right? I don't care. We're humiliated. We reduce our influence gain and our happiness for 10 years. They gain 100 influence. Fine. I surrender. You drove a hard bargain, but we outbid you in the end. Don't underestimate the strength of a well-funded army in an unregulated market. Yeah, shut up. All right, a disaster avoided. It might not have been disaster, but I'm happy to give that war up. It's just not practical to fight, right? That's combat speed. Let's just get general speed. Let's get the iron thrusters going. Alright guys, I've just noticed the time that it's actually been 20 minutes over. So I'm going to take a break there. I'm sorry that Doomsday never blew up. And the prediction, you know, many of us made predictions, but we won't see what happened. I guess I'll do it on the next stream, which will be in a couple of days. I'm back to Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. And we'll be raiding. Anyone interested in Guild Wars 2 raids? That's coming up. And yeah. Not sure what else to say, really, except just thank you to everyone who watched Stellaris. I know it's sort of not the normal standard fare, but it's really nice to have an audience, even for stuff like completely way out there like this. I really appreciate it, guys. So thank you. Be sure to click follow to know when I next go live. I do announce in Discord. Today I didn't ping in Discord, and today I didn't tweet and all that stuff, but I do announce when I go live. And yeah, just the more the merrier. Tell me about, tell people about the streams if you enjoy them, so we can continue to grow, and check out my YouTube channel as well. I did another new player guide today. There's also this big blog post, but I don't want to work myself too hard tonight, so you might not see a video on that till tomorrow morning. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. If you've got advice for me about Stellaris or thoughts on any of my concepts and the mod stuff before, please do tell me about that in Discord as well. So cheers, guys. Thank you all. This is farewell from the science. We'll see you next time.